What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. What's going on, Stevie Wonder?
Stevie Wonder, how you
Starting
doing?
a new week. We're here. We're doing what we do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your weekend. You had fun. Got to enjoy some foosball yesterday and all that jazz. But I'm Glick. We got Tony D in the house. We'll see if Smoke rolls in with us. Ricky and Mike might roll in with us. The invites did go out to both of them, so we'll see if they roll in or not. And there we go. There's that sweet sound that we all love. We all know and love. But if you guys aren't already, go ahead and check us out on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget you can join us live on YouTube and Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. And if you can't join us live, don't worry. You can listen to us anytime you'd like, wherever you'd like, on Spotify and basically anywhere and everywhere you listen to podcasts that we are there and available for you to listen. Oh, that's a lot. What's going on, man?
Your team is losing and I'm loving it.
My team is losing. The Browns didn't play. Oh, the fantasy football team that I didn't get to pick that I told you is going to take me like 3-4 weeks to put together.
Mm-hmm.
Now you say that when I watch CeeDee Lamb put up 50 points tonight. And don't say it's not possible. because 2 weeks in a row now, my man Lamar Jackson has gone off for 40. I have all my wide receivers in my other league.
How is this dude team losing? I thought my team was a cream puff. I thought my team was soft.
All y'all's teams are soft. My team's soft as fuck. I said that from the beginning. I didn't get to draft my team. I got Cooper Kupp. And I didn't have a quarterback this week.
Damn.
I had Justin Herbert was questionable all the way up until yesterday afternoon.
He's gonna be out
even
soon.
Then,
he's gonna be out soon.
Yeah, he did not. He did not. I'm glad that I didn't play him, but at the same time, I picked up Jimmy G, and I'm like, yeah, Jimmy G will be all right. You know, that was a fucking ugly game for both of those teams. They should both be embarrassed and ashamed of them damn selves.
I think both defenses did their part.
I don't even think that the defenses were all that spectacular. I think the offense was just,
no. Effective, yes.
They were about being effective. Those defenses were mediocre at best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just oof. Because I had their running back too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had their running back in too, and I'm like, damn.
They was on each other's ass. That's under 25. That don't make no damn sense.
Yeah. I can't get anybody. I can't get any luck in our league, but I'm still making moves and switching stuff around. In my league, I have a rough start to the season. I lost the first one.
I think everybody in all the leagues, everybody's fantasy football leagues are having rough starts from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, everybody. Now I'm up. Yeah, now I'm up 2-1 in my league, but it's one of those things like. I think I picked up Logan Thomas in our league, and he was supposed to do things. He didn't do anything. I should have started in Njoku like I wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
But in my league, I was told I was crazy for starting Amari, and I'm like, I benched him week 2. I didn't need him week 2, but I had him benched. I'm taking the risk, and it paid off.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
He
looked good.
He looked
like he's back. Yeah. He looks like he's back. Seriously.
Yeah, he really does. That's what I was telling you last week. My buddy Kevin, him and I were playing each other this week, and I'm beat. I got him beat. Thanks to that horrible outing from the 49ers because he had Kittle and Samuel starting last night, and I was just like, well, I'm up by 40 points, but these two combined could easily put 40 points on the board. And then all I have left is Dallas defense tonight. So But I messaged you. I was like, dude,
they should do good tonight.
Yeah. I was like, dude, do you realize that you have Dillon and I have Jones off of Green Bay? They're 1-2 running back duo. They didn't do shit. I think Dillon had 5.8 and Jones had. Yeah. Dillon had 5.7 or 5.8 and Jones had 5.7. So it was like after last week when Aaron Jones went off, I was expecting him to do the same shit. It's just like, well. But I had other players that stepped up, that played really well this week.
Because you got to realize Green Bay doesn't have their number 1 and number 2 receivers. Everything was going to go to the running backs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see how ugly tonight's game is going to look. I think it will be. I think both defenses are going to get double digits. In fantasy.
It should be. Giants aren't looking terrible this year. Cowboys are still. What up, Cam?
Cam, what's good? You're glitching a little bit too.
Yeah, the Cowboys are. It should be all right. It's not glitching on my end, so usually I recognize it first. But the Cowboys are trying to figure something out. They're not terrible. They're not good, but they're not terrible.
Right now, they're unpredictable.
But their defense, as long as Micah Parsons out there, I should get some sack points from him because he's a damn animal that nobody's been able to contain this year yet.
And he was the top draft pick. King 3-0. Okay, enjoy yourself now. 17-week season. Enjoy yourself now.
He's also 0-3 in my league. So go ahead and put that out there, Cameron.
All types of salt on the game.
Yeah.
You got a delay too, dog.
So that says one of two things. Shouldn't have a delay or anything. That says one of two things. Either Tony's league is soft, and my league is incredibly tough. Or Cam had somebody pick his draft squad that wasn't him in your league. I know he picked it in my league. And usually I help him draft.
That's messed up.
No, I'm just kidding. He did a good job drafting. He did a good job drafting in both leagues. It's just unfortunate. You think you're picking up good players, but I mean, if they're not there, they're not there to perform. Oh snap!
Spill the beer if you want to. I got jokes.
Spill the beard.
Spill the beer. That's what it sounded like he was about to do.
No, moving it. No, I was reading Jody's comment. Should somebody decided to think they were cute Saturday night? Somebody who can no longer come around.
What I missed?
Saturday night, our visitor that we had Saturday night during the show.
Oh, yeah, that fuckface.
Yeah. They've since been complete. I went onto the YouTube channel and figured out how to block people. So.
Blocking's trash. Really old school punch.
Exactly.
Yes. I haven't. I apologize if I did. My fault and not a problem. What did I miss?
No, just about the jackass that came into the live Saturday night on the show. that was commenting at the end of the show, running their cocksucker about that,
But
running
that
their mouth.
nothing that was asked, I didn't think came out in public, and I'm being serious. And that's why I was like,
no.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. It didn't come out in public, so either somebody's telling them.
No, they fishing.
Yeah, it didn't come out in public, so either somebody that knows things or is saying stuff, or they're fishing, and I just kind of half-ass blew them off, went off on them a little bit, but I told Jody about it, and and since then. Oh God, I don't know if that's me or Tony, but yeah, since then, my private life, her private life, our private life is not a part of this show anymore.
It's been like that since that first week. I got it though. Yeah. It's all good. Not a problem.
Yeah. Other people want to put their business out there on the show. They're more than welcome to, but my personal life and my personal business doesn't go out there because there's a bunch of childish ass motherfuckers who think they're cute and hide behind keyboards. And again, I have an idea of who it may or may not be, and I imagine it comes from the same circle who still can't keep my dick out of their mouth, my name out of their mouth. Sorry, not my dick, my name, like it's a dick. So, and where the hell were you Saturday night, Cameron? Motherfucker.
You got an infant.
But Danny, he ain't got an infant. That kid's like 23.
You got a baby, Cam. I understand. Jesus.
That kid's like 23 now. been bigger than Cam since he was like 3. All Cam's kids are bigger than him. They punk his ass out.
Mm-hmm.
Better get me some fucking pudding pops, old man. It ain't gonna be the only thing in the freezer, if you feel me. You catching what I'm throwing down here? Pops? Kev's like a scolded dog.
Kev's a busy man. You got a baby?
Fuck, man. Miles Garrett was involved in a car accident today.
What?
Miles Garrett was
That's not good.
In a car accident. I just got the news. Non-life-threatening injuries, but he was transported to the hospital. Be easy, big man. No, that's not good. No, that's not good. That's not good. I don't. I came. It just came in on Yahoo Sports. Actually, it came in right because once again, ring. I came home.
God damn, are they in the house?
Fucking Paul Walker out there. Yeah, right. They got fucking Paul Walker out there. No, I got the kids, brought them home, ran up to the gym. So I came home from the gym. I set this up because I needed to do something real quick, and then I jumped in the shower. So I literally, when we started the show, I was just getting out of the shower. So the notifications popped up, and
I got home about an hour ago myself.
Who the fuck is revving a lawnmower? In some parts of New York, some people still think it's 1996 and Fast and the Furious is cool. So
1986 and they're Back to the Future.
Yeah, they're back to fucking fuckery. Speaking of fuckery, I may be having to go have a conversation with one of my neighbors. It didn't go one of two ways. We can talk. or I can let these hands do the talking.
Then you're gonna catch a
He was
case.
feeling. I ain't gonna catch no case.
Yes, you are. If your hands do the
Because
talking, you're gonna catch a case.
yesterday he decided to start yelling at the boys outside when Cash and his friends that were playing. And they were riding their bikes or something, but they came in front of the building, and he came out and yelled at him and told them to stay the hell away from the front of his building. One of the older ladies that live over here in the complex, she heard him, and she started over across the parking lot. She was gonna get in his ass. I seen her out there talking to the kids, and when Austin came back in, I said, did you guys get in trouble or something? And she's like, no, this jackass over there was yelling at Cash and the boys about walking in front of the apartment. So I talked to the kids. I said, were you on their porch or on the steps or anything? They're like, no, we were just coming around from out front. All right. They were riding their bikes or whatever they were doing. I was like, all right, let me know if he says something again. Well, later on last night, he was outside, and I went outside to get Cash. And when he seen me coming down the stairs, boy, he said, right back into the house. He made a beeline for it.
Say something else to my kids like that.
He knows. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm gonna let him. If he says something again, then I'm gonna go over and have words with him. But like I said, it can go one or two ways. What's that? Oh, I'm not gonna go over. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go over.
And you mad about it on a weekday afternoon during the school year? Take your ass back in the motherfucker.
It was on the weekend. It was Sunday. It was yesterday. No, it happened today. No, so no,
I can if he does loud and he got to work at night. I can understand that.
Yeah.
But other than that,
afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, if you work night shift or you work split shift,
yeah. But no, so I told him if he says something to you again, let me know. Yeah, I was gonna say something to him yesterday when he was outside. But like I said, he seen me coming down the stairs. And like I said, it can go one of two ways. We can talk about it, and I can tell you to mind your fucking business. Or if I try to talk to you and you get a little bit too froggy or a little bit too lippy, I'm gonna right hook your ass. I'm gonna cross your ass up. We'll fuck around and find out. It goes like as we've talked before. Everybody here gets along pretty well. All my neighbors know the kids. They all look out for the kids. They all make sure they're not doing anything they're not supposed to. He's been here maybe a year, but they stay pretty quiet outside of when him and his fucking manatee girlfriend are standing out in the parking lot fighting with each other.
Take his miserable ass the fuck back inside, close your windows, get some milk clothes, and shut the fuck up. If the kids are playing in the street,
them boys ain't hurting them.
And they ain't doing nothing negative,
yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, that's why I asked the boys. I said, were you guys on the porch? Were you on the steps? What were you doing? They're like, no, we were coming around from out front. We were literally just walking by. And I was like, all right, cool. Now I'll make sure you're not like bugging them because, it's one thing if you're just walking by, but it's another thing if you're on their steps or on their porch and you're being loud or whatever. That's a different thing. Don't do that shit. But and I don't know you like that. Don't say shit to my fucking kid. Don't say shit to my kid. Don't say shit to his friends.
Agreed.
Because, as I've stated, I got a few more good ones left in me. And I would really hate to waste one on your little goofy ginger-looking ass.
I don't know how many is left, but your turn is almost up.
But the mood I've been in lately, it would be a lot of fun.
That's a couple of us.
Hey, old friend. Would you like to come out and play?
Basically.
But I was like, nope. Now I got to remember, in life, I've always had a 3-strike rule. You got your first one. Now the next one, I'm going to come and talk to you. And depending upon as I said, I'm matching energies these days, Tony D. I will burn this bitch to the ground.
Kids?
Hey, look,
You don't play with the kids like that. That's
What?
a fight. Yeah, parents fight over their kids.
No.
And cops don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
What happened? Who won? You should have got your ass whipped.
Mm-hmm.
Parents fight for their children.
Where's it at?
That's not even a question.
Where the hell is it at?
What are you doing?
I was I found a sound bite today or last night that was cracking me up because it goes back to our discussion Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell happened to it? Where did it?
Anybody down here in Florida? Look like we got a monster coming. It's going to decrease a whole lot by this weekend, but we got a monster coming. Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't turn west and get stronger. But as of right now, looks like Tampa's going to catch the worst of it. And by the time it gets up above Tampa, it's going to start decreasing.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who are not in the United States, we got a hurricane coming.
They're already closing schools down in Florida.
Yeah,
they're closing schools and telling people to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, all they got to do is make one turn east, and this is a wrap.
Oh, here you go, Tony.
Release it. Just light this candle, huh? I mean, sure, I'll lose everything, but then,
What the hell is that?
Fucking Homelander, and the boys, because he was a dirty sumbitch in that movie for being a quote unquote superhero, and they were going to release all this incriminating evidence, and he was like, "Go ahead, light this candle, because I'll lose everything." But then I'll have nothing else to lose, and I'll burn this bitch down. I was like, "Oh, Homelander, you bad motherfucker!"
Pretty destructive.
Speaking
right now,
of
100 miles an hour, it's a Category 2 hurricane, and it is still below Cuba. The Grand Canyon.
They're saying
all of it.
They're saying Wednesday landfall.
No,
I'm fucking tired.
Landfall on Cuba. Landfall on Cuba, and that's it.
Tony, I also have another surprise for you tonight.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What now?
I know how much you love this. It's your favorite. There's more.
That was the best one. That motherfucking Jim Carrey. That's it.
I got more.
Imposter, I'm just a middle-class worker from Toronto. In spite of how I sound, single one platinum bigger than Marley and Jimmy and Yellowman, but I'm not even mulatto. My reggae's watered down. Hear me on the radio, think I could not be blacker, but on my video you see I'm really a cracker, pretending I was a rasta since I was in jammies. I should pay my face and start belting out Mary. You can criticize.
You think you hear me on the radio and you think I could be blacker?
He is just as Canadian as old boy. So what you going to say?
Yeah. I love that part. You hear me on the radio, you can't think I'm any blacker, but did you see me and I'm just a cracker?
That shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious.
After Saturday, so I had to find that clip. That was cash. After Saturday night, I had to find that Snow Informer clip, and then while I was looking for it, I was like, "Now I know that Jim Carrey one's got to be on here on TikTok somewhere." So I found them. Unfortunately, they were super long, so I downloaded them, and then I got a video editing thing on my phone, so I was able to chop them down to just like 15, 20 seconds.
Right.
I know how much you love that song, and that you think
No,
Snow's the
that's how much
greatest
you
rapper
love
of all
that song.
time.
That's how much you love that song.
I hate that song. I just love the fact that that it just fucks you up. It just fucks you up so bad.
Fucking terrible.
Fucking
What was
terrible.
crazy is we used to all jam to it. We all did. We
Everybody did.
Yeah, we could be honest about that. We used to all jam to it.
It's just like everybody jammed. What was that? That Hot Stepper or whatever. What was that other one?
Annie Kamoze.
Yeah, everybody jammed to that too.
That's right. That was all right.
And everybody jammed to Vanilla Ice too. Damn it! I don't care what you say. Stop lying. Stop fucking lying.
At first.
Well, I mean, it ran its course. Every song runs its course eventually.
Man, please. They do. One hit wonders. Mm-hmm. We got tired of Vanilla Ice. After the first month. I got tired of Vanilla Ice after that first month. I really did.
Well, now that I'm older, I won't even lie. If Vanilla Ice comes on the radio, I'm jamming out to it. Now that I'm older, and you don't hear it as often, it's very rare that you hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna jam out to it. Judge me if you will. I don't care. I'm in my 40s.
I'm judging the hell out of you. Quarters adjourned.
Judge the hell out of me. Judge the hell out of me because I listen to a lot of stuff that will get me judged.
Oh, we all do. That's everybody. That's true. Everybody does.
Man, I've been listening to a lot of rock music and stuff, and there's a couple bands that do a lot of covers. No Resolve. There's a couple other ones, but they do a lot of covers, and they do rock covers of songs that you wouldn't expect, like Adele and stuff like that. And I've been loving the rock versions. I'm like, damn, this shit hits hard as fuck.
Right.
But I was just like, hey, whatever. Like, when I was at the gym today, a rock cover off this album was called like Pop Goes Punk or some shit like that. And this punk rock band did a cover of a Taylor Swift song, Blank Page. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I never really liked this song, but now I kind of like it. Wow. Throw an electric guitar and some heavy drums on it. I'm like, this is a badass song.
Wow.
Hey, if you like rock music, you can appreciate it. I'm just saying.
I don't mind some rock music. I don't mind some rock music.
Yeah. That's a lot of what I listen to. Rock and old school hip hop and country is what basically all I listen to.
Old school
rock lately. Yeah, like 90s, early 2000 hip hop, early 2000 hip hop.
Y'all need some 80s hip hop in your life. My God.
I listened to some of it, but
that was when it was the realest.
I don't know about all that. Not all of us were 35 in the 80s.
First of all, your parents were, so it's in your blood. How about that?
Trust me, my parents have never listened to rap in their life.
Unfortunately, I believe you. Unfortunately, I believe you, yes.
The only rap they've ever heard is when it was coming out of my stereo or my radio in my bedroom. And my dad just started listening to Nickelback like 6 years ago, and he thought they were the greatest band ever. And I'm like, Dad, they've been around for like 20 years. Where the fuck have you been?
It's been almost 20 years, yeah. It's been almost 20 years.
I was going to say, they've definitely been around for 20 years.
I still don't know why people hate Nickelback. I don't understand.
Because it became trendy to hate Nickelback. I've always liked them. And even the people that say they don't like Nickelback, they like them because, yo, man, some of their songs, you listen to the song because their songs tell stories. They don't just do gibberish nonsense. Their songs tell stories, and that's what I like about a lot of musicians. But you listen to their songs that are not played on the radio, holy shit. And there's some dirty ones too. They got some dirty fucking songs. They got this song called Animals. Yeah, they got this song called Animals, and it's about him and his girl hooking up in the car, and her dad catching them. And he's talking to oof.
Okay, because I know they made that one song. If If Nobody Cared, or If
That's a
Anybody
great
Cared, what's the
song.
name of the band? That video was great.
Nickelback's first album came out in '96. So yeah, I'm 25 years in the 26 years in the game.
Yeah. If Everyone Cared. I think that's the name of that song. If Everyone Cared. I saw that video one day when I was going to work. I'm like, that's a good damn song. Why do people hate them?
They got a lot of really good songs. And the songs that get played on the radio are awesome too. But their albums, they're one of those bands, you know. And this has always been a problem with music, in my opinion. And I'm no expert. I love music. I would say that I'm a music aficionado, or whatever the word is. I love music. I listen to everything. They have a lot of really good songs that go on the air. But I think what I like about Nickelback is it's not just the songs that you hear on the radio that are good. An entire fucking album will be good, from song to song. You know, from first song to the last song, they're all good. And I love when an artist can do that. I mean, that's one of my things that I like about Garth Brooks, Jason Aldean, Blacktop Mojo, DMX was like that. Man, I could put a DMX album on and listen to. Yeah.
How he was not a billionaire with the fan base he had is mind blowing. DMX should have been a billionaire. That concert will go down in infamy. He had everybody Woodstocking, jamming at the same time. That is what Mardi Gras looked like. Okay.
Yeah, you had the whole damn place going.
That stop, drop, and everybody shut.
Exactly.
Riders roll. He ain't even had to do the words. All he had to do was get on stage and walk around like this.
Yeah. He didn't have to
that was
shit. No, I mean there's a lot of artists like that, you know, that just from opening song to the last song, you can enjoy the entire album.
Oh yeah.
But Nickelback is absolutely one of those bands, in my opinion. But it just, for whatever reason, hate on Nickelback became a trend, and motherfucking people have just not let it die. And even Nickelback has gotten in on it. You know, like Nickelback don't care because you know, Chad Kroger's laughing his ass all the way to the fucking bank. Yeah, you don't like me, but I'm a bajillionaire, and I sell. And Limp Bizkit was like that. Limp Bizkit got clowned, but damn, they could put out a fucking album, boy. They could put out an album.
Limp Bizkit had a fan base.
Yeah, they had a fan base, but people clowned on them. But man, you listen to their albums and some of the heavy hitters that they would have on their songs. I mean, they did a song with Method Man, which was insane. You got Wu-Tang on a song, and there's like a bunch of other members of Wu-Tang who were just kind of involved with the song. You know, you could hear them in the background and stuff like that. But
oh yeah, my boy's here. Smoke, what's good?
This guy.
1 2.
Almost 20 minutes late.
Well, I need to explain. I need to hold myself accountable since I'm a guest on the show and Glick is the boss.
Yeah, but you got leeway with me, so you don't have to connect nothing.
Well, actually, we're getting some pretty.
Don't forget a key word that he said. Glick is the boss.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna keep it a band, man. We getting some songs in the area we expecting this evening, so it was beneficial for me to continue my barbecue
you're good, Smoke. I'm just fucking with you.
the show opposed to after, because I don't like barbecue with the rain. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's my excuse. Food first.
Nah, you're good.
Everything else later. How to take care of things. You know what I'm saying?
Just cook and eat on the show like Tony D does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just cook and eat on the show like Tony does.
I wasn't even listening, and I'm not gonna lie. I got caught slipping. Cell phone needed charging, all that. I said, let me throw the joint in the charger. Let me cook up real quick, and let me just jump on because I didn't want to wait till after. And then it's raining, and it's hard to start the fire.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't say too much because shit, I didn't even see your message last night until like 9 o'clock or some shit.
It's all good, man. You know,
I was just like, fuck.
You know, you're not expected on Sunday. I just put it out there, but I'm expected. You know, so I got
Mhm.
Good. Thanks for having me, man. All good.
No, you're good. Hey, you're always welcome. That's why the invites go out. You know, Mike got his invite. I don't know if he could make it or not, but I still threw Mike the invite. We had that big surprise Wednesday night. So
yeah,
and then wound up after the show talking to Mike for like 3 hours behind the scenes.
Good.
We had a good conversation, and then we talked again Thursday for about an hour or something. He called me Thursday afternoon. He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I just got home from work. I'm getting ready to go to the gym." And he was like, "Oh, I don't want to keep you." And then an hour later, we were still on the phone.
Unbelievable.
Good job,
but I still got to the gym regardless. You know, yeah, still got to the gym. I've been going pretty hard at the gym lately, so
I gotta start that, man.
Gotta push myself, get myself into fight condition, Tony.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
don't you I'm not fighting anybody.
Right.
I'm not fighting anybody. I'm just getting myself in the fight condition. Doing I'm pulling a training montage. I'm trying to record it for people. Yeah, no, I'm trying to. I just want to cut down some weight. Maybe get a little definition. Trying to step up my DILF status.
Wow.
Whoa, wait a minute. Yo, that's funny.
He said that shit. He said that shit.
DILF. Yes. Wait, salute to the DILF there, man.
DILF status. Trying to solidify.
Hey, you know what though? Also, well, you know, diet also plays a serious part in this also. So you can work out all the time, but if you eat anything, you know, remember, so since you're drinking beers, like we all love not we all, but us, me and you particularly, we like to drink some beers.
I'm drinking light
beer.
Yeah.
So remember,
I'm
and the light is cool. The light is cool, but also with the diet, you got to adjust a little bit, because I can tell you from experience, because I dropped like 15 pounds, and I'll just tell you how it, like, you know, how I went about it. And this is without the gym. So with the gym, you're at an extreme advantage. All right. Like maybe cut down on some of the rice and bread with the meals. A little less rice, potato, bread, maybe French fries if you're a fast food guy.
This is true.
Maybe cut down on the fast food and increase your salad. A little more salad.
True. Yeah.
You know, get your system regular, flush out the system, because everybody carries maybe a couple of pounds worth of extra waste in their large intestine. You know, maybe a laxative, flush yourself out, and then you'll get the pure results of what your weight is. You know what I mean? You know, this men's health. I don't need a
laxative to flush myself out. I promise you that. Well, and I've said this before. Guy, so. I don't know. Well, not really. Not really. To be honest with you, to be 100% honest with you, I try not to be. You know, I do. We got Sheets down here. So Sheets is a gas station, but they have a really nice like restaurant part, fast food part, or whatever you want to call it. So I try to get a little bit on the healthier side. They do have healthier options that are still good. So I try to eat a little bit on the healthier side when I go there. You know, my big treat, quote unquote, treat to myself is, you know, like once a week, maybe once every other week. I enjoy Taco Bell. Judge me if you will, but I like Taco Bell. It's delicious.
Run for the border. Run for the
border. Taco Bell. I get the
I like it too.
Chalupas, a steak or a chicken salt taco, a steak or a chicken quesadilla.
Just say half the menu. Tony's like, I get everything on the menu.
Just give me one. But you know what, for bachelors, right?
Usually I'll get a crunch wrap with the. Uh-oh.
Yeah, what happened? We hear you.
I think so.
No,
I'm here. Okay, there's smoke.
No, I was listening to see you go through the Taco Bell joint. I was gonna pause.
Oh yeah,
before I went.
Yeah, no, I usually get a crunch wrap and then like a what is it, the bean and rice burrito or whatever. But you know, and that's like maybe once a week or every other week. At least every other week I'll go to Taco Bell. That's like my little treat to myself. And then I'll go to B-dubs. That's my other treat to myself because I love me some B-dubs.
I wore
I'll eat the shit
B-dubs.
out of
I had to take a break from that
B-dubs.
place. You know what? I'll give you a restaurant I need to go to. Beef O'Brady's. I need to find that bad boy once again.
Beef O'Brady's. What they do?
They had it
Steaks?
in
Well,
Panama
beef,
City.
obviously, duh. But
Well,
I'm
I mean,
saying
they
to
had it in
myself.
Panama City, and I went there one time with the woman I was dating back then, and I had a chicken Caesar salad. It was one of the best chicken Caesar salads I've ever had. Plus, every table had its own little television. So if you want to go watch a sports game or whatever,
Mhm.
they had their own little TV with its own channel.
Oh,
I thought it was dope. I would
And
love
that's
to
in
see.
There's a
Panama City,
Panama
Florida.
City.
there's a lot of places.
What'd you say?
There's a lot of places now that have those TVs at your tables. B-Dubs
I
has
don't
TV. Yeah, B-Dubs has them. I think Roosters,
Really?
which is another wing joint up here, that has them. Where else have I gone that has little TVs at your
We got a
table?
B-Dubs here, and I don't see that. They got the big screens up top. They don't have
They
them
gotta
on the table.
expand. You know what?
Yeah.
It takes little by little. I think these places gotta expand. But remember, each one, like a lot of them are individually owned and operated. So it's up to the
Yeah.
operator and the
Yeah,
owner
the
to say,
franchises.
damn, when's the last time we upgraded? Right? All right, we
Agreed.
just put some new TVs in at the bar last year. So we're gonna wait 2 years before we put the individual table joints, to see what our fourth quarter revenues total up to. What's business
Right.
moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to get all ish like that, but though we won't believe me. I don't care how much they make. Damn it, I want a table with my own TV.
Right. Well, I mean, the only downfall with that is all times you get a table with your own TV, but you don't really get to pick what's on it. They just put whatever. You can ask them to change it.
Oh,
but
no,
Yeah,
no,
some
no,
9 times out of 10,
channels of tables.
Yeah.
I bet.
I
yeah,
thought
9
you could
times out of
change it.
10,
My bad.
I think they can change it for you. Some places you can change it. There were some places down in Charleston that had that like TV at your table and you could change it. You only had so much control. It was all sports, obviously, but
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also find myself when I go to a sports bar or whatever you want to call it, B-Dubs or Roosters or a chicken joint, there's a TV at my table, but are you really watching it? You got 900
No.
big screens all the way around you, especially if you go on a Sunday. Your TV's got one game on it, but if you look to the left of you, there's 8 TVs and every damn game is on it. And then they got the
Great.
red zone on one,
I think it's great
and
for
some
fantasy.
other NFL bullshit on the other one.
That is phenomenal.
You're
You
right
got
about that.
your game going
Just
over
be
there.
open
Somebody got
about
the game over there. Everybody's giving each other the highlights and checking the points and letting you know who got what. I think that would be dope.
I'm just being a bitch about it. Like I'm complaining because
Well,
it's not available in my area.
yeah.
That's all.
Right. Yeah. Well, you guys. I want everything. You guys make fun of me because you guys make fun of me. Yeah. I want everything. I'm a New Yorker, goddammit. Give it to
All
me.
of it.
You
All
guys
of
make
it.
fun of me because I said I'm going to upgrade my TV. I want to get a bigger TV in my living room, and I'm going to put my 75 that's in my living room in my bedroom, and I'm going to take this one that's in my bedroom out to the living room. I'm going to have both of them out there. What the fuck you think I'm going to do on Sundays? I'm going to have the game on the big TV, on the small TV, my 60-inch or whatever it is.
The small is huge.
Small TV. I'm going to have NFL. I'm going to have NFL Red Zone on that TV in my living room. And then if I want to play video games, I'll have that other TV to watch whatever I want. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. I'm living that bachelor life, son. Everybody tells me my style of decoration in my house is a frat house. Well, goddamn it, I'm frat housing the shit out of it.
Yo, salute, man. Salute to the bachelors out there, man. Look, you gotta live. Look, you're a bachelor. Live it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You gotta have hobbies. You gotta have hobbies. You gotta stay busy. Have hobbies, but you gotta live, man. Enjoy, man. Do what you want to do before you.
I'm a pretty simple guy. Like it doesn't take much to make me happy. I say I'm a simple guy. I really am. It doesn't take a whole lot to make me happy. Give me my sports, give me my video games. Yeah.
Some video games.
Once
You're
a week.
a grown-ass man. Unless you're playing with your kids, you should not video games.
Nah, man. Everybody's like a lot of gamers in, man. Gamers in. I don't game myself anymore, but games. I will if I get a chance. I will jump on that joint and play a little something.
As Bane said in the Dark Knight, You adopted the darkness. I was born into it. These gamers today, they adopted gaming. I was born into it. I was, dude. I came up I came up, and when
First
video
game
gaming
system.
was coming around, yeah, like I
First
had an
game system.
Atari. I remember
First
playing
gaming
having an
system.
Atari.
Atari.
I remember, I remember having my Nintendo when Nintendo first came out, and
Right.
and upgrading, and having all the systems. When I got my first apartment, I had a PlayStation 1. What up,
Yeah.
Hoss? I had a PlayStation, the first
What's the
PlayStation.
rubber?
I had an N64, and I had a Dreamcast. I had 2 TVs. And now, mind you, we didn't have flat screens back then. We had
No.
them big tube TVs. So
Big TV,
I
yes.
built an entertainment center. Yeah, I built an entertainment center to hold both of my
Around it.
TVs, and I had all my games
Mm.
hooked up to it. And yeah, when I came home from work, now granted, when I first moved into my apartment, my dumbass left a spare key out for all my friends, and they were there every night, But I wasn't mad at them. I wasn't mad at them because, I wasn't mad at them because we had a one of my buddies put a jar. One of my buddies put a big, like a great big jar on the kitchen counter because we ate together, we drank together, we gamed together, and they always threw money in there. So they
It's cool.
so
That's fun.
I like
so
that.
once a month I would take it out, and it would damn near cover half my rent, help me pay my bill. So like I wasn't mad that my boys were always there when I came home from work.
No, you should not be if they're doing that. That changes
the hangouts, man. You gotta have the neighborhood hangout, man.
Or when I was
have to hang out, man. Let's get away from
and
our
I
girls.
moved on.
Hang out.
And I moved like 45 minutes away from where I went to high school. So all my buddies lived almost an hour away, but they were always there. And there was times where I'd come home and they'd already have the grill fired up. Hey man, we're cooking steaks tonight. We already got shit. Yeah, and it would be. I'd come home in the middle of December, snow up to my asshole, and we'd be out on the back porch grilling. We'd have that back porch plowed off, shovel the snow off, just be grilling. Not a care in the damn world. So I wasn't ever upset that my buddies were there all the time. I didn't care. I was the only one in our class that had my own place.
I mean,
you
got your rent money.
Beginning of our senior year.
You know what I'm saying? It changes the variable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I didn't ask him. I didn't ask him for it. One of my buddies took it upon himself and put a tip jar out there, and they all threw in on it. They all threw money in it, not even asked to. They just threw down. So you can't be mad at that. So.
No, you cannot.
That's what I said. The spare key, they knew where it was. They knew where it was. Come on, let's go. Let's get it.
Jesus Christ.
And then most of us rode to school together anyways. So middle of the weekend, it didn't matter.
Check my shit.
Either I could go to the bar and spend money, or we could just go to your crib and hang out. And best thing about it, if I hang out at your crib, if I had too much to drink, I don't got to drive home. I spend the night in your house. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Crash on the couch. Crash on the
That's
couch.
much better than going to the bar. And it's good to have somebody single out the gang. You know what I mean? Like it's just like hanging out in Buffalo Wild Wings or something. We go to your crib instead of spending X amount. Instead of spending, say, if 4 guys go hang out. Say, for example, if 4 guys go hang out and we go hang out and have a couple of rounds, a couple of some wings, or whatever. Right, you're gonna spend maybe $200, about $50 a piece between a couple of rounds and some wings or some couple of burgers or whatever. Right, but if we go to Glick house and go hang out, he has the TV, right? He has the place we can crash out if we have too much fun, right? We could all put together $20 a piece and have a blast, right? We can fire up the grill. We can go to the supermarket, get a case and a half, maybe a case or 2. Whatever's left over.
Each other. Yes.
Next time, so we can spend a fraction of that. Go to the supermarket. You know what I mean? Cook up real quick. There's always somebody in the crew that knows how to barbecue. You know what I mean? Always somebody. Can cook up. We can spend a fraction of that. Go hang out at your crib, and it's party time, man. So, shout out to everybody that has a dog house as the house. The dog house is the house. Like,
wait. We ain't gonna call it the house. We're gonna call it the kennel.
The kennel?
We'll call it the kennel.
You call it the what?
Yeah,
The kennel.
like some people call it a man cave.
kennel.
When your boy,
Hey, no, and I've always
the man cave.
Bro, you glitching.
And I've always been like that, you know.
Yeah,
like
you behind. You a little behind. Glick. I'm sorry. Your glitch is thing. You a little Glick. You glitching. You a little behind. Like you have a delay behind what we.
Let me
think.
see. Let me see if. Okay. Let me see what happens.
I'm being honest. I'm gonna be here if you got to refresh, so it ain't going down.
Yeah, you may have to refresh because you're like after we respond.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to refresh it. So you guys
30 seconds before you even hear what we saying. Yeah, I thought it was me at first. Yeah, we're gonna hold that down. TD, how did you do in fantasy this week, man?
I'm beating Glick.
Oh, you playing right now? Are you still in motion? Oh, okay, man.
Yeah,
I got spanked again, man. I'm 0-3. I'm laying eggs.
Man.
At least I scored over 120 points, but I just lost by 5 points this time. But before I mean,
if you're over 120, yeah, you just lost to somebody with a better team. Must be Cam you playing. Cam talking about he
no. Cam didn't even bust 100 this week. If I was playing all the top dudes, I would have won this week. But this time, no. I played. What's this guy? I think he's in dude with the Pittsburgh helmet, man. I think he's in 3rd place. He spanked me. He's undefeated too, man. I think he's another undefeated. It's a couple of undefeated dudes. But I already see what I'm working with. I'm gonna have a strong run. I'm saying soon, because looking at after my adjustments, what I put up this week, I scored more than 2/3 of the league this week, and of course, every week is a different story. But you know,
that's Golf Hawk. You playing Golf Hawk?
Nah, I played Big Bad Nasty Bad.
Yeah, that's Golf Hawk. That's Golf Hawk.
Yeah, that's golf.
I don't know who is. Wait, I heard he's black.
Listen,
I'm never gonna live that shit down.
Off this shit. This motherfucker ain't even broke 100 points yet. Get the fuck out of here.
Like I said, watch CD Lamb put 50 on your ass tonight. Yeah. Keep talking. Watch CD Lamb. Yeah, watch CD Lamb. Shut your mouth, you dirty whore. Yeah, watch CD Lamb put 50 on that ass tonight. I will shit myself first and foremost.
You know what's crazy, Glick? Last week when I did the show and they was talking about some of the sleepers, they said Khalil Herbert, Chicago Bears running back, and I picked him up and I got his ass on the bench and he got damn near 31 points.
Well, last week
Chicago Bears running back, ladies and gentlemen, Chicago Bears running back.
Yeah. Well, last week in my league, I was playing Cameron, and we roll into Sunday night, and he's all giddy and happy. He's got me by 30 points or something like that. He's like, I'm beating your ass, Click, whooping your ass, da-da-da-da-da, this, that, and the other thing. And Green Bay played last Sunday night. Who else did I have? Let me see if I can pull this shit up.
Green Bay won last.
Damn it.
Yeah, they won. They won the field goal slash the low scoring shootouts. What do you call a low scoring shootout? A couple of shots, a drive by. It's not a shootout. We don't
Tony and I were talking Tony and I were talking about that at the beginning of the show. So Cam and I go into Sunday night, and he's beating me by 30 points. I think I have Stephon Diggs and Aaron Jones still to play, right? Mm-hmm. And Stephon Diggs puts up 45 points and Aaron Jones puts up 32 points. I wound up beating Cameron by like 25 points. He was like, motherfuck.
Right.
I wish he would have played Cam this week because I scored a lot, and I don't think he scored 100. He was low this week. I was like, damn, why didn't I play the guys that were doing good this week? And I just like, the one chance that I scored over 100, I ended up playing like somebody that scored 126 or 128 or whatever. And then at least 4 guys or 5 different guys scored under 100 or close to 100 that I freaking could have beaten this week. I was like,
I didn't see the high scores of the league.
That was just like tight. I mean, I was pretty decent. You know, I was in the 120s, but I see some guys didn't even score like 110. So I won if I was facing someone else. But if coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Bring it back to the lab next. I'm gonna go on a good run later. I know it already. I know it.
Well, yeah. Well, going into last night's game, I was kind of at a catch-22 because I had San Francisco's running back and Jimmy G starting in our league. My league, the guy I was playing, I was up by I think 30 or 40 points on him, and he still had Debo Samuel and Kittle to play, and I'm like, fuck,
I
he's
had
gonna catch up with me. And then the only thing I have left to rely on is the Dallas Cowboys defense. Yeah. So fortunately and unfortunately, San Francisco looked like dog shit last night. So it benefited me, but it also kicked me in the dick at the same time. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Needed one touchdown
so I still have a nice 10-point lead. He's got all his players done, and I just have the Dallas Cowboys to play tonight. So I've got the win in my league this week.
You good.
Now in Tony's league, I just really need every Dallas Cowboys wide receiver to get hurt and only leave CeeDee Lamb on the field and let Cooper Rush and CeeDee Lamb just go the fuck off.
Don't worry, the Giants are gonna work them boys tonight, man. I think the Giants are gonna work them boys tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying that.
They're gonna go home pissed tonight. Giants are gonna work their ass.
Yeah. Everybody's saying that.
I need a touchdown from Debo last night.
I need 41 points.
Touchdown from Debo last night. I was like, I knew he could get like maybe one at least. I'm like, come on, just get one. And that would put me over just one, man. So I lost by like maybe. I don't know how they scored, but I lost by like just his performance, I guess.
I don't like the scoring on the NFL one, but and that's the thing. The week that I finally binge Hollywood Brown, Marquise Brown, he puts almost 30 points up. And then I go and I go and I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep Dalton Knox in. And I wanted to play David Njoku. And I was like, I'll keep Dalton Knox in. It's Miami. Buffalo usually plays pretty strong against Miami. Not only did they play weak, but they lost. And Dalton Knox was so the one guy I've been running with for 2 weeks, Hollywood Brown, puts up almost 30 points. And then Njoku puts up almost he puts up 23 or some shit like that. And I'm like, right there's a fucking difference maker.
He played like he ain't never been hurt.
Yep. That's like right there. That's the difference maker. If I would have started the guys I should have started to start, Tony, we wouldn't even be having this discussion right now because we'd be rolling into tonight's game, and I said, "Be like, Tony, this is just extra."
If I'd have started Herbert,
we would have been we would have been tight.
If I'd have started Herbert, you wouldn't have had a chance.
And
should have, could have, would have. What are you gonna do? It's fantasy football. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fantasy football. It's one of those things. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. At the end of the day,
he'd have put his belt on. He'd have been, oh hell yeah, and all that shit.
The worst thing about it is I'm a fan. We played Cincinnati, and I have that receiver. I forgot his name that burnt us for the 2 touchdowns from Cincinnati. I didn't play him, and then I played Wilson, and Wilson got hurt in the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, not Chase, not wait, do I got Chase? No, Chase is number 1. What's the other dude, man? He had a big game. He had like a ton of points, man. Chase and the other dude, they both going to whoever the hell it is, they went to work on us, man. I know it's not Chase, but the other dude, but he had a lot more points than Wilson for the Jets, and he would have actually put me over the top.
Right.
Because Wilson got hurt. You know, he had some rib injury in the second quarter. So he sat out.
I don't think he's gonna make it this season, bro. I don't think he's gonna make it.
You know what it is? He's young. He's a young boy. He's a speedster, but they just trying to lay some wood on him. You know, sometimes you gotta lay some wood on these young boys. Let them know that you out there. So he got a little wood laid on him. It was a cheap shot to me, actually. But it didn't look too bad. Actually, let me take that back. It didn't look too bad. When I saw the replay in slow motion, it didn't look too bad. They should have got a flag on that play, actually. But whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So that kind of, because I didn't get a touchdown out of him. I didn't get a touchdown out of Debo Samuels. And the receiver that I sat for the Bengals actually did have a touchdown, which would have put me over the top. And it wasn't Chase. Right. It was the other dude. I think he had 2. like, but it's all about being a good coach, man. We got to manage these games, man. That's the fun of it all, right?
Yes,
If
sir,
coulda,
agree.
woulda, and shoulda, never applied, the game is over.
Not to cut you off, and I apologize. Busted Rubber. I'm just reading that story now. I don't need to read that. I'm gonna get mad. No, I have not heard about it. I'm going to get mad the more I read this story.
No,
She needs. I personally believe she needs.
I
got nothing to say. I don't know
No,
about it.
don't. We got that's a broadcast in itself right there to me.
That would be cool. I don't know nothing about it. I don't even know who it is.
I didn't know anything about it. I honestly just looked it up.
I did too.
So I hadn't heard anything about it.
I will plead the fifth, but I will also can't say what I want to. I can't endorse that. That's the cleanest.
I can be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I heard the name before, but I have no idea who this person is. But I know in my world, I'm more popular than this person, whoever this is. I'm more famous.
I wouldn't say, well, yeah, in your world.
Male, female. I guess it's a female because of the first name. I have no idea, but I'm more popular.
We're gonna put this along the lines of that case.
If it's some scandal, somebody throw my name in shit. Get some viewers headed in my direction. Get some subs. Smoke it.
We're gonna put the situation along the lines of that situation that just happened in Coney Island recently.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, whatever.
Exactly.
It's okay though. I'm just
another.
It's not the first time I've been falsely accused, so I'm ready to rock and roll. If I can, if it'll boost some viewers.
Yo, we live that shit. We live that shit.
We lived it already. False accusation, false allegation, false alligators. I mean, fake alligators.
I might do some shit on that tomorrow.
I live in that world too. People I ain't even talked about or thought about in months still just
on my name. If you ain't do what I want you to do, or you didn't do what I think you should have, and then when I brought up your idea, you like, what are you talking about? All that shit, man. I done been there before. Fuck off, yeah. I appreciate you keeping up on current events, especially if I hadn't seen that. You telling me something, but stories like that piss me off personally. I just don't like seeing nothing happen to people who can't help themselves.
It does. It involves kids.
I don't endorse torture, all that shit. So I don't mind current events. I'm not mad. That was my first time, and my blood pressure's up. Chris Technician's in the motherfucking house. That's my dog right there. That's my dog.
What are you doing?
You look, man, put on a real tank top, goddammit, and stop having that damn half-ass your fresh tats, bro. That joint is brushing on your sleeve, man. Put a real.
I know it's like, dude. That's why I keep trying to That's why I keep trying to pull it up.
Put a damn real. You can go back and cut it shorter, bro. Cut that joint shorter, man. Your joints are looking good, man. No, but your arms looking good.
No, I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be a douche, but I'm trying to keep them pulled up for that reason, Smoke, because it's feeling like a son of a bitch,
bro.
And
I'm touching it, goddammit.
Yeah.
Give me hair ties. Give me hair ties.
Yeah, joint's looking official, man. That's what you on IG. That look real good.
Hair tied up.
Close-ups on IG is good, bro. But yeah, you gotta keep it clear with the shirt.
Yeah,
man.
my guy Dustin is My guy Dustin is doing me good, man. He's next one's scheduled here in a couple of weeks, right after my birthday. My next one's scheduled.
Your broadcast, you're glitching back. You are going to hate this broadcast when it's over. I know you. You're glitching and there's a delay. You are going to lose your shit.
Go turn the
Xbox
off.
I'm watching.
Man, don't worry, Tony D. We're gonna keep it live. We're gonna
We
represent.
got him, but I know how he is. We got the show. Yeah, but I know how he is. He gonna lose his shit if this ain't perfect.
He's a little bit, you know what? At least he's a little more up to speed than he was earlier. Before he was way behind, so it's much better.
Right.
It's much better now. I mean,
I almost got time to do the grind tonight. I almost got time, but this motherfucker's too much.
The problem is much like you, Smoke. I think we've got storms rolling in, and on top of it, my kids are here, so they've got all their devices
in the inside and outside
on the wire. Yeah, all their devices are on the
You're on a
Wi-Fi.
laptop, correct?
They've
You're
got
on
the
a laptop,
TV
right?
on. They got with the Xbox. My PlayStation's on.
Turn
Yeah.
Are
something
you
off.
on a laptop? Are you
Yeah,
on a
your damn
laptop?
man.
I'm on the laptop in my bedroom.
Why don't you
The
use the
bandwidth
Wi-Fi
is
on your
working.
phone and see if
It's
that
too
will
many
help?
devices. Yeah, it's too many devices going on. Turn off something if you can, possibly. But you're doing much better than you were
really
before. Before the delay was
doesn't.
a lot more. You're good now, I think. But if you can turn off something, go for it.
I would tell you to use the Wi-Fi on your phone. I actually did that when I was in New York. I used the Wi-Fi on my iPad for my laptop. That night I was drunk and I cut the show off.
We wish you weren't doing the Wi-Fi to the pad, to the this, to that, whatever
Hey,
you want.
wait, let me go ahead and drop this bomb. Smoke, tell them the setup you saw when you came over there. Was we or was we not going to get fucked up?
Yo, Glick, your voice is your mic is muted, Glick. Glick, your
mic's
mic
muted.
Is,
oh, okay.
Okay, copy. Back.
Yeah, Smoke, you better
I
tell
knew
them.
it was gonna be some
Hey,
issues.
setup was on.
I started to come
Jody.
back there that day too, man. I started to come back to BK that day to come check you for the barbecue, man. Eat some free food and drink some free
Next
liquor.
go round, you got to come. You and Ted got to come, man. She said She said y'all will invite her for real. And
back.
I did appreciate that. I didn't want nobody coming over there like that, but she was like, it was cool. I said, I just want to make sure because y'all been holding me down when I was going through my struggle, and the least I could do was invite y'all to come over there.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure.
That was the least I can do, and y'all get to see how you get to see me unfiltered and realize that the person y'all see on the internet is the same motherfucker, and I'm worse when I'm drunk around family. I get a lot more comfortable.
Which is the way it's supposed to be, man. Nobody can be you but you.
This is what we used to get the stand dress last year.
Yeah, he froze up again.
Go for it, Glenn.
Okay, now you
back.
You back?
I think I'm back. Yeah, I think I'm back. I jumped on my hotspot. I put my hotspot on my phone.
When you watch the replay, you're gonna see what I'm telling you. Because like I said, I know how you do
trust. Yeah, no, I could hear it coming from you guys. Like on my end, it wasn't glitching. Like normally, if I'm glitching real bad, it'll be glitching on my end, and I can see it. But I wasn't getting that glitch on my end, but I was getting the glitch on your guys' end. That's why a lot of times when I would start to hear you guys talk, I would stop, but then there was nothing because I was getting a glitch on your guys' end. Hopefully that's better.
Busted Rubber, who's flaking out? Is it Glick or is it us? Let me know, please. All y'all in the chat, let us know where the glitch is coming from because we got YouTube and Twitch watching. I want to know what it's looking like on both platforms, honestly. And I probably will come on live today.
Busted is on YouTube.
Busted on YouTube. Chris Technician's on Twitch.
Busted is on YouTube.
Okay, Glick, you're glitching.
On Twitch, yes.
Yeah, no, I probably am. I have no doubt in my mind that I am. Like I said, we got weather coming in. And the kids are all here. So it's one of those things. And I even restarted the router and everything. But yeah, so we're good now. So I'm on my phone's hotspot.
You are good now.
You're good. You're good. You clear. You crystal clear. You sounded good. You good now.
Yeah. You sound up and current. Yeah, I
think you're good right now.
Let me get some repairs done on the car, so I'll be home tomorrow. I got some stuff I got to do. I might steal in that, but I might come up for a little bit. I work a couple of these platforms. Hey, Jennifer, Diane. Okay. Hey, Diane. Jennifer, how you doing? Who's that? I don't know her.
Not right now. Jennifer, what up? Thanks for those.
You know who that is, Glick?
Nah, right off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you coming through.
Thanks for coming.
Apparently, you guys are my stupid friends, according to Buggy.
Much love. Thanks for coming through, Jennifer. Enjoy. We here. We representing.
So I'm kind of Mike.
I'm not your slave.
Tony, your boy's going to try to roll through tonight. So I'm trying to. I have something that I want to show you guys, but I'm trying to wait and see if Mike's going to make it. It's a poll that I seen, and it was a poll between the Brits and Americans.
Ooh.
As far as what animals they would or would not fight. And as we know, I have animals on my list that I want to fight.
I thought you said you had storms coming through.
If we doing the 2 hour, save it for the last at least half hour.
Well,
so save it
at least another
20 minutes at least before you roll it.
Yeah, no, Mike's on his way home. I mean, if we might end up going a little over the 2 hours. It's
3 hours. Okay, go for it. Yeah, man. Let's rock.
It's Monday. I've been considering pushing Mondays to 3 hours. Anyways, thank you.
It's worth 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been considering pushing it to 3 hours, but it just at the end of the day, for me, it depends on how the vibe of the show, how it's going, who's all here, everything like that. If we're vibing and we're having fun and we're rocking and rolling, I'm not pushing the show to end it at 2 hours. What, Tony?
You got a hurricane over the Great Lakes?
We got a hurricane over the Great Lakes. What are you talking about? That's not a hurricane. That's just a storm front.
Maybe it's on the way.
It's circular.
Yeah, we get a lot of circular storms in the Midwest.
I've never seen
that
out the blue
converted by AOL.
It's literally circular.
We get a lot of storms like that up here because we get a lot of tornadoes up here.
You get tornadoes, yes, but I've never seen the circular storms unless you do some shit. And I watch the weather. I'm actually confused.
I'm no expert, Tony D. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not Jim Cantorn or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 100% positive. Now, if it happens, this is a new one. It is 2022. In the last 2 years we've had in this country and in this world, hurricanes cannot develop in the Great Lakes.
Dude, but y'all wait, no, fuck this. No, hell no. Y'all get weather fronts. You get weather fronts coming across. You all do not get circular weather patterns over the Great Lakes.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's weird as F to see something.
I gotta look it up. Remember, we do. We get a lot of storms. We get a lot of crazy storms that come in, and they're like a circular motion. Because you have to remember when you get up by these Great Lakes, and this is the thing that is a kick in the dick when you go to a Cleveland Browns game, because First Energy Stadium is right on Lake Erie.
Yes.
So you get these nasty winds that just on a regular summer day, you get these crazy fucking winds that come in off Lake Erie.
Yeah, I've heard.
And when you're sitting in the stadium, because the stadium literally sits right on the lake, so when you're sitting in the stadium, depending upon which side you're sitting on, that wind will come in from the top of the stadium and just fucking swirl. And if you're on whatever side that the wind's blowing, normally it's on, like if you're in the stadium and you're looking from the Browns tunnel, looking down the football field, on the right-hand side is normally where it comes in. It comes in and it whips around that right-hand side off the lake. It'll be 60 degrees up there, but if that wind's kicking, it'll feel like 30 in the stadium.
I can't believe it.
It's wicked. But yeah, so we actually get a lot of storms that do that circular motion, and a lot of it is because of the lakes, and when depending upon where they're coming in from and how they're coming in, it's because of, it's like, I think it's called lake effect, something or another.
You get lake effect. I got that. Yeah, it's Buster Rubber says lake effect. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I'm looking at it right now. It's not. Oh, I see it up there.
You see the circular motion?
That's up in Cantonadia.
Yeah, but the circular motion is confusing me because that doesn't happen with you all.
Yeah. No, like I said, you'd be surprised. It happens a lot more than you think it does. And like I said, we get some wild storms up here, and it's one thing that I've always kind of, I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that stuff. I like to watch that stuff. I don't know much about it, but like I said, I do know one thing. I'm pretty confident in stating that hurricanes don't develop over the lakes. But as I said, it is 2022. We've seen a lot crazier things in the last couple of years. So
this is true.
Don't hold me to it.
I will say that Hurricane Ivan was the most confusing storm ever to me. I've never seen a hurricane go out to Atlanta, dissipate, reform, and then come back.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. Smoke, you still there?
Still here, bro. Still. I'm just
okay. It just went quiet. My bad.
I started getting crazy messages. I'm like, the most inopportune time. I'm just responding real quick. I'm here.
You good.
But
I don't think. Well, Mike's trying to fight home from the airport. I understand that. If he don't make it, it's gonna be all good.
Yeah, he said he's on his way home from the airport. I told him the invite's in his inbox already. So, like I said, I'll hold that poll because I thought it was pretty cool, especially since some of the conversations that we've had on this show about me wanting to fight a black bear, me wanting to fight a kangaroo, me wanting to fight other creatures. And I was reading it, and I was like, I think I could fight some of these animals. I know I could. Other ones, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out. What?
I can try another rules.
Is it raining out there?
No.
You know the rules about being out front. Hey, Dad, I know it's podcast night. We're going to come in here and ask you 900 million questions.
All of them, yes. Yes. That's like Jason does with me, Daddy. Daddy, I know, come on.
Daddy.
Then he comes on camera, and then he walk away.
He come up on camera and talk shit to me. He's going to keep talking shit till I bring my ass down there.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Smoke, you can listen. He walk up the good to my daddy's the champion. He'll beat your butt.
Yeah. You're going to keep talking that shit till I pop up down there in Georgia. I'm thinking
Jason
about making...
hey, listen, Jason got people that'll come with him. You might not want to do this.
I ain't never hit a kid with a stunner, but there's a first time for everything.
Jason got a fleet with him, dog. You don't understand. Jason got his own posse already. I take him around town. People say hi to him. I'm like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, I've been thinking about a trip. I've been thinking about I need a trip in my future. I might pop up down in Georgia just to drop stunners on Jason.
You better check your routing because Jason got his own crew
I'll
down
pull
here.
Stone Cold on him and everything. I'll get right in his face. Who's the champ now? Who's the champ now?
He got his own crew, dog. Jason is famous down here. I'm shocked this little dude, boy.
Take that, Karate Kid. Go back to Miyagi-Do.
Go to the store. It's like, hi, Jason. Jason be like, hi. He go over there and say, I'm like, damn, their parents know him. I'm like, they're like, yeah, we know him from daycare and school. Oh, okay. Yeah. I gotta wear boots when I take him out of public because I gotta stomp somebody across their forehead. You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Come down there and stun him and take your belt and then leave.
All right, now. All right.
Show up and cause chaos.
Cameron, Master P, Punk, Jim Jones at the Battle Remix video shoot. Oh, really? Smoke, you know about that?
Nah.
We go back to 1993.
I'm not up on the latest of the greatest, but these a lot of circulation. A lot of the old school dudes are still in circulation, man. A lot of
I didn't even know they had a Battle Remix video shoot. I never saw that video. That one was good. When Cameron was on there with Dipset, I was listening to that mess today. I did like that. You know, Cameron gonna tell everything. Golly. Listen, hey, Smoke, Cam be telling all the business.
All right.
He don't be lying. He just tell you the truth. He be like,
on podcast, right? A lot of times, right? Since podcasts are very effective nowadays. Like, that's the wave. So a lot of artists go on podcasts, and a lot of rumors that we've been hearing over the years, and a lot of things we never heard cleared up. Sometimes we're able to score these interviews with some of these artists and say, hey man, come on the podcast. We have some questions to ask you. Like, remember back in when this, that, and the other happened? Can we please get the full story on that? Because a lot of times back then, a lot of people weren't talking about the, situations happen, and it was just left as rumors and XYZ. But now that some of the podcasts, some of the artists are a little more comfortable coming on the podcast, and telling the stories about things that happen. So those are really good stories that you'll see on YouTube, man. So a lot of stories,
Yeah, Cam tells great stories. Right. Drink Champs, they got great interviews.
Yeah, Drink Champs is cool. Not the best.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Tony Yayo on Vlad TV is killing it. You hear me?
You know what it is? I don't endorse Vlad TV. I'm gonna keep it.
I don't either. But Tony Yayo is being so real.
When one of these podcasts going to bring the greatest of all time, though?
Almost. You almost got me. You almost. Get him again, Smoke. Get him again, Smoke. Yeah, do something with this dude, man. Keep killing me with this corner shit. You got me good last week. I saw that shit on TikTok today. I was laughing my ass off.
That shit was so funny.
Informer.
Yeah. I came back. I came back, and you guys were having that conversation. I was like, "Oh, he got me set up perfect. Here we go. Tony's gonna get serious."
Put up the whole damn shit.
I gotta post that. I gotta post that clip on Instagram. Smoke, you got to see this. You got to see that clip. I got Tony's ass good Saturday night with that snow.
That shit was good. I ain't gonna lie, that was good.
I had Tony. Tony was gone. He was done with my dumb shit. The entire Chatters box was done with my dumb shit.
Oh. Who was it? I think it was Golf Hawk and some of the
Golf
what's
Hawk.
up, man? How you doing? Golf Hawk. I think Busted Rubber was getting to there like this motherfucker said snow. I'm
Golf Hawk was there. Busted Rubber was there. Chris Technician was there. Somebody else was there. There was somebody else that was in there. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, Chris was the
Random Rick was in there. All y'all were just done with my dumb ass after that.
Listen, he has no hip hop card whatsoever from now on.
I have a permanent hip hop card.
He got no hip hop card. You got some Beastie Boys credentials up in this motherfucker.
No, you better watch your mouth. You're gonna take my Beastie Boys credentials.
You gonna pull out Informer with no problem.
The Beastie Boys, man.
I know I did. I pull that shit out all the time.
No, I gotta respect if you can't. There's no disrespect. I'm sorry for cutting you guys off, but you can't put Snow and Beastie Boys in the same breath.
Oh no.
You cannot. No,
yeah.
you cannot.
To the Beastie Boys, Snow, you know what you can do.
Snow.
Being a
Bro, you messed us up. Snow messed us up. You had a one-hit wonder. It was dope for the time. It was a good party jam. Yeah, we vibe, but then after a while, I was like, this motherfucker.
It was produced by MC Shan.
But he's also Canadian, damn it.
It was produced by MC Shan for Queensbridge, actually. A lot of people didn't know that. Yeah, that record was produced by MC Shan. That's the reason why it got played in the States. MC Shan from,
Queensbridge, yeah, Juice Crew.
Yeah, infamous, famous record, The Bridge, Queensbridge. He produced that record. So he was actually responsible for getting that record played. Whether you want to hit him with a
I didn't know that.
Or whether you want to hit him with a from the Jamaican community.
Listen, let's be real. He made his money. He made his money off of that shit. I can't front.
Very, very large amount of money off of it. So
yes.
That's why a lot of people are like, what the hell are they playing this? And that's the background information behind it. You can probably Google that. MC Shan produced that record, bro. That's why it got played. He got it played. Yeah.
The Snow Informer thing goes back to Tony was doing a broadcast one night with OG Classic, and I believe was it JoJo? Like it was JoJo, and they was having a serious.
You asshole.
they were having a legit conversation about Southern rappers or rappers from Atlanta and shit like that. And I dropped
rappers at the time. It was rappers at the time. It was
I dropped that damn
snow shit.
I dropped that snow shit. Tony lost he was done. Tony lost his shit. But then fucking OG and JoJo just rolled with it, man. I was like, wait a minute. I was dropping a pipe bomb. And we got into a serious conversation. Tony was so mad.
You were trying to troll the shit, but it got real. Like, okay, we respect it. Because remember, man.
I was sitting here like this.
I would respect everybody's opinion, man.
I was mad as fuck. I said, God damn it, Glenn, stop fucking with my broadcast.
He did. He sat there all grumpy faced and shit. Meanwhile, OG and JoJo and I'm in the chat. We were all three just going on like I never meant for it. It was just meant to be a joke. It was supposed to be a pipe bomb, a CM Punk, a Glick pipe bomb. And I was gonna dip as soon as I got Tony's reaction. But fucking OG and JoJo just ran with it. They're like, actually, and I was just like,
but what's crazy? That's when trolling goes right instead of wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And it went from snow, to Vanilla Ice, and there were some other white rappers that we talked about. All the time, Tony's just like, this motherfucker.
That's what most of the people. OG and JoJo accepted it, but most of the people think what the caption is on the bottom of the screen when it came to
exactly. The caption says it all.
That was one of those.
Come out your nose. I hope it come out your nose all the way across your beard. It ain't just.
It always did.
I knew you were white. I didn't know you were that white.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for saying it. I wasn't
White
going to say
it
that.
wrong.
Oh
It's
my
not.
God.
It's not a matter of being white or not being white. It's a matter of if you knew two things about nonsensical nonsense on the app that we will not mention. One, I was going to go out there. We were going to do our show. We was going to have fun. Two, if Tony was live, I was fucking his shit up with pipe bombs all night long.
I'm gonna RKO that motherfucker. I swear to God.
Tony be like, "Click, just come on up now. I'm good. Let me type this little clickety clack, 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 and wait for the reaction. There it is, and I'm out. Come back 10 minutes later. Hey Tony, fuck you, Glick. Here's another pipe bomb coming your way. I did that one other time with oh shit. I can't remember fucking names, man. You guys were having a religious conversation.
Oh yeah, I got mad as a motherfucker when you did that.
And I dropped
story
some.
Untold, I think it was her story untold when you said that.
No,
shit.
it wasn't her story. It was oh damn. Yeah, it was another gentleman. God, for whatever reason, Ted Hicks just keeps popping up in my head, and it wasn't Ted Hicks.
Was it Ernest?
No, I don't think it was Ernest. Isn't there a guy who owned a funeral home or worked at a funeral home or something?
Yeah,
like
talking about Ed.
Yeah, Ed. It was Ed. And I just dropped some dumb shit just being funny, but then it turned into a conversation. And
Ed ain't gonna let nothing bother him. That's why.
Yeah, Edward Lynn. And it wasn't like I was being disrespectful to Edward Lynn or anything like that, because I have absolutely no disrespect or any animosity. Right. I think he's an absolutely wonderful human being. I love the inspirational stuff that he talks about and everything like that.
We learned a lot from that dude, and
I have.
We gained a lot from those conversations. Mm-hmm. I've done two podcasts with him, and till I had a headache. Yeah, to the good. You know what I'm saying? I can't even retain half of that information.
Oh yeah, and he's been up in our lives. You know, he's been in the chatters box. I've been in his lives. I think I actually went live with him once before. I think he's a wonderful human being. It was nothing out of malice. It was nothing mean. I was just me just fucking with Tony.
Remy, he plays football, and guess what team he plays for?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
No.
I don't know.
The Browns.
Nice. Mm-hmm. One of his little friends outside. But it was just one of those things where I was gonna drop a pipe bomb on Tony, and then it turned into I actually wound up I didn't come up on the live, but I was in the chat and we had we had a good conversation. You know, I'm not Christian, or anything like that. I have my reasons and whatnot, but it was a very good conversation, and it wasn't Ed getting mad at me or me getting mad at Ed or anything like that. I've always been a Sasquatch, So I got nothing but love for Edward.
Absolutely,
I think he's a wonderful human being.
Where the hell
has he been lately?
He came off of airtime and all that. I mean, the drama was too much. The conversation weren't anywhere. Him and Jay came at him one night. He really hadn't been back there since. Jay went at him. That is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know what Jay's doing.
Amanda, how the hell are you, by the way? Jennifer, how you doing? Buster Rubber, we know what's going on.
But that was my MO on that app, was just to fuck with Tony D, because the reactions are priceless. It's like on here, the reactions are priceless, man. I love them, and everybody else loves them too. If I can get you, I'm going to get you. That's why I look for specific news stories when I do the news. It's not a negative thing, man. It's a good thing.
I might do it today or tomorrow. I might do my current events broadcast tomorrow. I'm getting my car worked on, so I won't be able to go to work. I'll probably be at the house because the shuttle can only take me to the house.
What?
Get my car where I got to drop it off. It's going to be all day getting everything done. I got to get tuned up, tires, brakes, all that shit.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm getting the whole load. I mean, I'm going to pay it off, and then I'm going to just fix it up so I don't have to worry about it for a year. You know what I'm saying?
How much longer you got left to pay on it?
I can pay it off tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So you're almost done.
I owe like $4,000 on it, and I'm gonna knock it out. So I'm gonna knock that out.
How long ago did you buy that? Just out of curiosity.
I got that car
because you got a 13, right?
2016 or 2017. Yeah, I got 2013. I need to upgrade it, but I don't need a car note for a while. So I'm gonna pay it off, get all the maintenance done. Because I do a lot of city driving. I haven't done any highway driving. I do a lot of city driving, so I'm gonna get it all the way done, and then I probably got to go to Atlanta. I know I got to go to Alabama. I need to go to Maryland. I need to go to Florida. There's a couple of road trips I got. Oh yeah, a bunch of road trips I need to make. I just haven't been. I haven't been nowhere for real in the past year and change. And people that know me, I'm normally out of town every month.
And I was talking to a buddy of mine up in Michigan. You talking about needing road trips? I might need to go up there here before snow comes in and stuff like that. I was talking to a buddy of mine. Him and his girl. They got a little boy. He's a year or two, year and some change, something like that. And he posted a video of them at they were somewhere, and I was like, damn, little man's getting big as hell. I got to get up there. I ain't even seen him yet. And this guy's a really good friend of mine. And he's like, oh yeah, we ain't talked for a minute. We got number 2 on the way. I was like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah, man, you get married, folks, about 2-3 years. There's some kids coming.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I gotta try to get up there before the snow hits and come visit y'all, and because they came. He's actually a guy that I met on Periscope. His brother followed me first, and then he started following me, and I thought that they were fucking with me. I thought it was his brother fucking around with me, saying because they're twins, and I thought they were fucking with me. You know, like I thought it was his brother because I knew his brother first. And I'm like, y'all keep playing this fucking twin bullshit. This ain't no Freaky Friday. You're not, or not Freaky Friday, but that other damn movie with the twin girls.
I have one in front of you and one behind you. Keep it up.
Yeah, I was like, y'all stop fucking. You guys stop. Well, then we added each other on Snapchat, and he sent me a picture of him and his brother. I was like, oh, but goddamn. But we got pretty close. I mean, over the years, we've gotten really close. And matter of fact, they him and his girl, and I love his. I don't know if they actually got. I think they got married earlier this year. Him and his wife. I love her. I think she's an absolute sweetheart.
Right.
They were going to Florida for vacation, and this is when I was still down there. Yeah. It's just family. They're family. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I love him too. They're family. And they were going to Florida, so they extended their vacation a couple days, and they stopped down in Charleston. They come and spend a couple days at the house and with us, and we went out and we hung out. That was the first time we actually met. And then a couple of years ago, I went up to Michigan, and I was like, well, I'm up here. I'm not doing anything. I will randomly just be like, I got to get the hell out of town, and I'll just. And that's what I did.
I was like that when I was in Alabama. Yes, I just got to get out of town and go do something. Yes.
Yep. And I did that. I was like, I got to get out of town. I got to get away from everything. I'm going to take a week. And I went up to Michigan for like a week. And to be honest with you, I didn't do a whole lot. I hung out at my hotel room. I met up with a couple people up in Michigan. I went and hung out with them. Change of
environment more than anything. Exactly.
Yeah. I went out one night and hung out with them. But I told him, I said, man, I feel a trip coming on. I need to get up there before the snow hits. He's like, bring your ass on, because I haven't even like met his son yet or anything. So, like I said, I can feel it in my bones. I'm getting that itch.
I've done it so much. I actually sat down because I used to travel all the damn time. I would travel so much, and people wouldn't come to where I was, and I was spending so much money. So I need to stop this shit.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not necessarily that I may or may not go see anybody. You know what I mean? Like, yes. had I been paying attention, I would have went to Louder Than Life down in Kentucky. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Had I been paying attention, I would have bought tickets and went down to that. I don't need to go see anybody or hang out with anybody. Sometimes I just need to get out of Dodge for a minute. You know what I mean? Clear my head.
Everybody needs to get up out of Dodge. Get up out of where you're at for about a weekend at least. Mm-hmm. You can try. A week's going to seem like too long, A weekend's going to be too short. Take a holiday weekend.
No. I'm not trying to do a week. I'll do like an extended, weekend. Do like 3 days or something like that. Take a Friday off, take a Monday off, or something like that. Head out Friday.
Do a holiday weekend and go somewhere. I used to just drive to Columbus. I almost moved out there, but I realized I wasn't going to find a job unless I was working on base.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when I came here and realized everything they had, it's not even so much about the nightlife. Mm-hmm. To me, I've done so much traveling. I just wanted to sit down and settle down somewhere. I had planned on being here. I planned on being here when I came here.
Yeah. Now, when I went up to Michigan a couple of years ago, like I said, I didn't do much. There was a bar across the street from the hotel that I stayed at. I went over there a few nights and hung out, and it was cool because I got to meet some of the locals and hang out with them and some of the usual suspects. I got to bullshit with them. One of the things I wanted to do, because I absolutely love Ann Arbor. I think it's a beautiful city. I think the campus is amazing. Where Michigan's campus.
Ann Arbor is where Brother Shannon and them are from.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think they're from Brother Shannon, Kimmy Kylie, and Star Child. I think they're from Ann Arbor.
Oh, nice. I didn't know. I knew they were all
OG Classic.
Yeah, they're from Ann Arbor. Really? Yeah, that's the area. That's their hometown.
Oh, okay.
I think Brother Shannon is somewhere in one of the neighboring years, but I know that's the.
He's in one of the channels.
I know Brother Shannon. Yes.
Well, that's where I went and stayed. I was in Ypsilanti.
Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor. They always talk about up there. Yeah, they always talk about that.
I'll have to. Next time I make a trip, because I love Ann Arbor. I think, like I said, I think it's a beautiful city. I think the campus is amazing, and they got some good eats around campus. So
me too, Amanda. I stopped at my age. I'm done caring. I'm just gonna say it. I will be 50 in November.
Burn it down, Tony D. So I'll have to if I make a trip up to Michigan, you're gonna have to hit me up with their info, because I like Brother Shannon. It's a good dude, and
man, I've been watching replays. Replays when me and him was on there together. Yeah. That motherfucker had me rolling up here.
Yeah. And Kimmy's always been good people. I've always,
Yes.
I've never been in a live with her, but I've been in the chat, and I know she's been in our chat a few times.
Yes.
And I know they're Michigan fans, so.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's their hometown, man.
And I told them all four of them need to be on the same broadcast one time. I will laugh my ass off.
Oh yeah. But like when I went up there, like I said, I hung out around Ypsilanti. I went to they got this big ass mall up there. I went there. I went over to Ann Arbor for a day, just kind of hung out and ate, had a few beers. I got a couple little joints up there that I really like, a couple little restaurant / bars that I really like from previous travels. So I had to hit them up, get something to eat, kind of hang out. But yeah, I didn't really do much. I didn't really hang out with anybody. I went and seen my buddy and his girl, and this is before the baby came along, and before they were even engaged, let alone married now. And then I met up with another buddy of mine. He was down the road, and but other than that, it was just chilling, man. I spent more time. I probably spent more time at my hotel just hanging out than anything else.
You just needed to relax and have a change of environment. Seriously.
Yeah, I made friends with the hotel workers. Like I was down in the pool hanging out one day, drinking beer, and they're like, I'll drink beer, so I'll give you one. And they're like, all right.
So when you get off, come get one. Fuck the bullshit. Yeah, everybody likes to be able to get off work when you're grown.
Yeah, but I got to bullshitting with them. They're like, all right, you're not doing anything wrong. You're not hurting anything. Just they're like, keep it like you are. I'm like, dude, I'm just chilling. I'm just relaxing. I'm not bothering anybody.
When I went to Virginia back in 2019, I took about a week and went up there. And, after about a couple of days, I was like, okay, caught up with as many people as I could. That's when you realize the more time you spend, the more you realize people do have lives. They can't just run because you free. That's why I kept myself busy. You're going to go out there and try to get in touch with folks, and people are working different schedules. They don't have the money you have. They don't have the leeway you have. They don't have the mental freedom that you have. They don't have the spare time that I was seeing all that. And then you're also going to see that people are grown and they're over what you all had in your youth. I saw a lot of that, not just when I was in Virginia, but when I was in Alabama, they were trying to teach me that. I didn't catch it at first because I was the one who was young with no kids.
Dad, can we have a snack?
Did you eat dinner?
Yes.
Yep. Snack it up.
You retired from teaching. I hear you, man. Some little dude hit on me at a concert Saturday and told me let's see what's on that. I can't be mad at you, but them some strong ass standards. Jesus.
Oh, shit.
I don't even know who Christian Grey is, but damn.
I think Christian Grey is the guy from 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I'm done. Hell no. Hell no.
Tony said I'm out. I'm done. No. Well, and I'm the type of person where, I don't believe in strangers. Strangers just a friend that I haven't met before. So there was construction workers that were staying in the same hotel I was staying in. The second night, we all became best friends. Drinking beer, bullshitting, hanging out.
Why? Because you can have a conversation. People want that
conversation with anybody.
Yeah, you can have a conversation. People love that shit.
I can talk to anybody and everybody. Like those guys that were up there, they were staying there, they were working, they were doing some job. And the second night, the dude knocked on my door and he was like, "Hey man, I just went up." Like I answered the door and I'm like, "What the fuck? Who's knocking on my door?" Type deal. So I answered the door and he's like, "Hey man, I just want to apologize. If we get a little bit too loud, we're out of town working. We're doing whatever, blah, blah, blah. We're going to drink some beer when we get off work." And I was like, "Oh, you're cool, man." I said, "What kind of work do you guys do?" We got to bullshit because I'm a construction guy. Like that's all I've known. I've done it 30 years. And I've been doing construction since I was like 12 years old. You know what I mean? And then every night we were all hanging out, having a few beers, shooting the shit, bullshitting, whatever, hanging out down at the pool together, hanging out. So, and that's why I said, like I went to the bar that was across the street and it was just a little hole in the wall bar. But by the end of the first night I was there, I was friends with everybody. I knew everybody in there. So when I went back the second night, and I wasn't like I was going over there getting hammered. I was went over there and had a few beers and just kind of relaxed and whatnot and chilled out. But, by the second night when I walked in, everybody was like, "Hey, Click." Yeah. And that's how it was when I went to Tampa. Tampa was awesome. Everybody that I visited down in Tampa, I went down there for a specific reason, but they all treated me like a rock star. And that was insane to me because I'm nobody, and these guys are all stupid talented comedians, musicians, podcasting people, and they treated me like I was the rock star. And I'm like, I'm just a drunk guy on Periscope. I'm just a drunk guy on Periscope that hangs out and watches your guys' lives or watches your guys' podcast lives and get in the chat and conversate. I had that VIP treatment. It was awesome. Oh, go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
We don't even catch on to it.
Those are not your standard be left you alone. Yeah.
But he left me alone.
He wasn't Ron or Christian. Everybody got Mr. Rogers, but not everybody's Ron or Christian. Just being honest.
Yeah, no, you ain't wrong, Tony. You are not wrong, Tony. Shit. I can.
That's all it is too.
There's a lot of other 1 out of 3. Jeff's so damn proud of himself about that. Look. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there that can be Mr. Rogers all day, every day.
Yes.
But you ain't being Christian Grey and you ain't being Ron Jeremy. If it ain't there, it ain't there.
Oh man. And just how the sweater fits.
Yeah. Shit. Like I said, there's a lot of motherfuckers that can be Mr. Rogers all day long. But
2002, I was in the airport in Memphis, and Ron Jeremy literally was running through the airport. I guess he just didn't want to deal with people. He was moving. This one guy said, "It's Ron Jeremy." I'm like, "What? It's Ron Jeremy." Yeah, it's Ron Jeremy. I'm like, "Fuck it." This curly haired dude.
Why is this dude so excited that a male porn star was running through the airport? I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I get it. We don't say much about the male porn stars because it makes us look a little homosexual.
It's important.
Female porn stars. Quite frankly, ladies, if you're not Vanessa Del Rio, you can't talk shit. I will throw it out there. You can be Jenna Jameson. You can be all these other ways. If you ain't Vanessa, we don't want to fucking hear it. Vanessa was
never a fan of Jenna Jameson.
I ain't got nothing wrong with her.
Never a fan. I just don't like her.
I ain't got nothing wrong with any of the mattress actresses.
I like
entertainment, damn it.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Like podcasts as well.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. here's the thing, though. With porn stars, some of them become so famous, like Ron Jeremy, or there's another gentleman, John Holmes. Or,
rest in peace, John Holmes.
Yeah, or they become so famous outside of that industry because of Asia Akira, and I'm sorry if I butcher your name, Christy Mack, personal favorite of mine. Vanessa Del Rio, Jenna Jameson, they Alexis Texas. They become they're porn stars, but they become so popular and so famous off of that work that people are going to freak out when they see Ron Jeremy in an airport.
I'm not.
Bro, anybody
I'm
that's
not.
on
I'm gonna tell you
television,
what's up.
anybody that's popular, any type of actress, whether it's mattress actress, Tony D, you keep freezing, whether it's mattress actress
Oh, for real? I ain't know. My bad.
or action movie actress or
No.
Holly, the other
And
actress
Busted
or Misty Midget, as Busted Rubber would say. Like, once you're on TV and people recognize you, like, no matter what industry you're in, because remember, that's a huge industry. It's no different. That's just as the regular movie industry when you think about it, when you punch the numbers click. So anybody that's famous in any acting industry is famous in public. Once you notice, bro. Whether it's a one-hit record, one-hit.
Bridget the Midget was better.
Shut up, Glick! Shut up!
Misty Midget, Bridget Midget.
I don't remember her.
Midget.
She was on SWAT. That's the only way I know her as.
The regular size. Wait, what? Yeah. What? SWAT?
Remember that movie SWAT? What is it? Bridget the Midget? When she was interviewing somebody when dude got pulled over by the cop and got caught. She was the one doing the interview. Somebody, it's Bridget the Midget. I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? And everybody, that's a porn star. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. Some of these porn actors or actresses, they become larger than life, whether or not you're a borderline porn addict or the casual porn viewer. You have your favorites, and there's a lot of these men and women that become incredibly popular.
Larger than life, no pun intended.
No pun intended. Me personally, Tony D said it wouldn't be. I'm not going to freak out and lose my mind, but would it be cool to like bump into Ron Jeremy at the airport? Yeah, I would definitely, like Tony said, I'd elbow him up. But I would want to talk to him. I'd want to talk to him. I'm not gonna lie. I'd want to talk to him.
What would you ask him if you had a quick interview? If he said, "All right, listen, man, I'm so and so. Hey, man, Ron, I'm representing Nonsensical podcast. Real quick, if it came up on the fly, and I don't mean to put you in the spot, he said, "Okay, 5 questions. You got 1 minute. Shoot, what you got for me?"
Oh man, I don't know because I would want to stay away from. I would want to stay away from the obvious. How'd you get into the porn business?
No, bro.
Yeah, I know. There's really not though. In that situation, there's really not. You would obviously have the low hanging franks.
Oh my God! This is not a glizzy. This is not a glizzy remix.
Amanda, I'll be honest with you, and I'm going to say Ron Jeremy just slept with all the women. That's why he's the man. That's all it is to it. Golf Hawk, you killing me over here, but that's funny as shit. I'm not gonna sit back and get caught with no midget because ain't nobody gonna believe I didn't try to hurt her ass. I am 6'2", 220. If I get a midget, I have people try to tell me come get some midget. I said I'm not doing it. Ain't nobody gonna believe my ass afterwards. Fuck no. I'm not doing that shit. I've dated short women. I've known short women. I've tried not to. And they was like trying to, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm 6'2", 220. Nobody is going to believe me. No. Nobody's going to believe me. All they're going to do is tell me you should have knew better. Fuck that. And then
they pick up your own size.
Crazy motherfuckers.
Tony, I appreciate
you can't make it.
Tony, I appreciate you trying to keep it professional and trying to let my slip up go on without I'm done. I'm dead.
I'm done here. I'm done.
Fucking done. Low hanging pranks. you can't say low hanging anything when it comes to Ron Jeremy. At the end of the day, in all honesty, and my dumbass says low hanging prank.
Oh man.
When it comes to porn, let's be honest. Okay, see, I'm a child of the 70s. After 89, 90, they got stupid with the movies. I can't watch some of that new shit with the shit they doing up in here these days. Y'all got toys, food, animals. I'm not fucking with y'all.
They like the 70s stuff where it was like, oh, I got
Ron Jeremy was not in shape. That's all I'm gonna say about that motherfucker. Everything else y'all can have.
All I gotta say is that man was a goddamn walking natural disaster. And if you're a wrestling fan, you get that.
The thing about Ron Jeremy, his personality was everybody said he was one of the nicest dudes. He was one of the coolest motherfuckers.
Yeah, but he's on a whole bunch of Me Too charges and shit right now.
Yeah, he is. Boy. But he's a fucking porn. He's a porn king. He is a porn king.
Not me Me Too charges.
70s. Hey, Golf Hawk, you know where they didn't shave up here or down there, it was just natural. Nobody was on steroids, nobody had implants. You just had a natural body. So we don't give a fuck. All y'all out here going for these perfect women because y'all subject to plastic surgery. That's the fuck. See, y'all don't get me started. I ain't even started drinking yet. Y'all are subject to fake bodies instead of the real natural bodies. When you're really gonna get scared when those hermaphrodites start popping up on your ass. That's when y'all really gonna get scared. The people.
Well, I can say
you too young to be listening to this conversation. You can't hear this. You can't hear this.
I can't even hear
I
you.
can come from a different point of view. I deserve a higher standard. I live up to a higher standard. I deserve the best.
Vanessa Del Rio, she was not in the most perfect shape, but she was.
Every female is not going for regular. I'm not for regular either. And I'm in a position where I can demand it.
Y'all need Vanessa Del Rio. And what's so real used to be on cable at night? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
She was Miss, what was her name? Miss some shit. She was always on cable. She had a show every damn night. She was fucking everybody.
Elvira?
No, not Elvira. Elvira didn't fuck nobody. She just had big breasts. Who was the chick that was on cable that always had the show and she was always screwing with somebody? It was Miss something.
Show. Like you got a lot of cable.
Like a sex show? Like a porn show?
80s cable. Every night she was once a week. She had a whole broadcast on fucking. It was either Showtime, the movie channel, or Cinemax. She was always fucking back in the day.
I was just saying, I remember that show on HBO.
HBO was Real Sex.
Yeah, Real Sex.
It was Real Sex. No, they just showed sexual shit, and they should have ran out of episodes by now because there's any more fucking than what they showed. Y'all are real nymphos.
Wow, this is going in my Google search. It's not the worst thing in my Google search.
Exactly. Amanda, you are correct. You are correct. I'm going down on every type of assault, harassment, and manslaughter charge. I'm not catching that case.
All I gotta say about all that is
Amanda says
something. For the first time ever, I'm gonna look huge. Look how big you are. Look at you, little buddy. Go on with your bad self.
Read the chat, Smoke. Read the chat.
So that's screen, man. Take the chat, click.
I see.
Did you just say borderline porn addict? No, my God. You right, Amanda. I'm not doing it. I think I made 5'5" my limit. That's my short limit. Because anything shorter than that, I don't have a case. I don't have a case. When I was 190 pounds, I was okay. I'm 225.
Tony, 6'2", pushing 280-ish. Well, right now 270-ish, but normally floating around 80, 90, 290, 280, whatever. When I was at my biggest, I was with my ex-wife, and she was 5 foot on a good day. Calm down. Calm down there, Chief. In the words of Jeff, calm down, Chief.
I'm just telling the truth. Ain't nobody gonna believe me. Ain't nobody gonna believe me. If I walk with a short woman, they're looking at me like something wrong. And I got a homegirl, she's literally 5 foot. when I lived in Alabama, I would go places and hang out with every now and then. It was like, what are you doing with him? We just hanging out.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's not like you're Shaq dating a 4'11" chick.
That's how I look.
That's not how you look. It's not even remotely how you look.
You
look normal.
My voice is that deep. I can do that shit.
Just terrible, Tony D. You're terrible.
My voice is that deep. I can do that shit.
You can't do a Shaq. Cross your eyes now, and then you got a perfect Shaq. Dude, Harry Spears used to kill me when he did Shaq.
Bro, Jay Farrow did that shit.
Jay Farrow did that shit too.
Farrow did that shit.
Both of them too. Harry Spears and Jay Farrow used to kill me when they would do Shaq impersonations. Cross their eyes and everything. How you gonna make fun of my man? That is like the kindest, the most big-hearted sumbitch on the planet. Like, like that man is so happy, so giving.
A lot of his video clips. He is chilling.
He is. He
wants to help everybody. He wants to help.
I love Shaq. I ain't got nothing but love for Shaq. When he came to Cleveland, when he did his short stint in Cleveland, I was excited because,
facts.
Yeah, he did. That. Jody was telling me that wrestling fans and that him and Jade Cargill were linked up for a minute.
I know that.
She's on AEW. She's a wrestler. The current undefeated. I think she's got a long ass undefeated streak. She holds the women's TBS championship. But Jody was telling me that they were linked up for a minute. I don't know if they still are or not, but.
To do the dishes and clean up my room, to do the laundry and in the bathroom, girls. I really want girls. All right, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna cut this shit short. Wrestling and football coming on. I got shit to. Yeah, 5'4", bro. 5'5" was okay, Amanda. 5'4", I do know. Hoops was very short. Shaq is 7 foot tall, and I remember when they went on stage and she was giving him a piggyback ride. Hoops was no joke.
Was she short or was she just short?
She was short. Hoops is short, like 5'5" short, and she was a great athlete, literally, seriously, truthfully, and totally. New intermediate advisory on Ian. I advise everybody watch the Weather Channel. If you're down here in the south of the United States, if you are down by Florida, it is right on Cuba.
Bend over and kiss your ass goodbye because you're all gonna die.
I'm not dying. You'll be a Cat 5,
jungle, baby. You're gonna die. Tony said he's bailing early. Smoke and I discussed earlier. We're going 3.
Go for it. I do got to get up in the morning. I'm probably gonna be up, but I ain't gotta go to work. I'm gonna get up, drop the car off, get brought back home, probably go back to sleep. I got Endgame, wrestling, The Matrix Resurrection, and football on the night.
Giants Cowboys, man. Let the Giants get the beats on Dallas.
Everybody said the Giants going to win.
Well, that's what I said earlier, man.
Not the people playing the game.
Yeah.
Everybody said that shit don't hold weight in the real world.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier, man. The Giants
said Smoke going to be rich. I'm not rich yet, goddamn it.
No, that's the Giants are not looking bad this year. They're looking pretty good. And Dallas
world beaters. They're not looking like world beaters though.
Yeah, no, Dallas isn't. Dallas is slightly above mediocre. They're still trying to find their way. They lost Dak. So they're still trying to figure some things out. But Dallas is not a bad team either. And it pains me to say that because I hate the Dallas Cowboys. But
I hate the Cowboys too. But I can honestly say it should be a good game because neither of these teams are world beaters. Clearly, neither of these teams are world beaters. They both have good backs.
Yeah,
the quarterback position is and we'll take it from there. Go for it, Lick. Piggyback.
I'm gonna piggyback on what Tony D said earlier at the beginning of the show when we were talking football. It's going to be a good defensive game for both teams.
Yes.
Yep.
Facts. I can't disagree with that. Somebody, I don't know if it's in our league or if it's in my league, but somebody has Shaquan.
Barkley?
Where's our
Just say last name. Barkley.
Saquon, right?
Yes.
Saquon
Barkley.
Barkley, and they have Zeke.
And now the one that's getting no points. Well, Saquon got points. Saquon's getting his points.
Yeah, Saquon's getting his points.
Saquon's getting his money, yes.
But they got both of them going tonight. I'm like, this motherfucker. I'm glad I'm not playing you.
But that sounds good. They're gonna get some points regardless. It's gonna be
Zeke,
one game. I had Jameis Winston and hold on. I had Jameis Winston. I think Brady on the same team because it's a 3-quarterback league I was in.
I'm honestly over Zeke. I'm over Zeke. I think he's incredibly overrated at this point.
He's toast. Yeah, he's toast already. He's done.
The other running back that Dallas has is miles ahead of who's the other running back? Pollard.
I'm not sure, but they're gonna get their ass handed to them tonight.
I think at this point he's miles ahead of Zeke, and
Zeke peaked already. And remember, when Zeke came into the game, I'll say overrated because when you have the best offensive line in football, I could run through those holes. Let's keep it honest.
In the 90s, Emmitt Smith, prime example.
The trenches are where the games are won at. Let's be honest.
Facts.
No matter what you say, it's either protection for the quarterback or opening holes for the
quarterback. I plead the fifth, yes.
If you have the best line in football, you're automatically going to be a star. They could plug a basic average Joe in there. But then, all of a sudden, when they were not the best offensive line in football, all of a sudden the numbers go down. Things go hand in hand. And you as a football guy, I'm sure you know that.
Emmitt Smith is a prime example of that. He was a man
from
in
the
Dallas.
offensive line.
Yeah. But that offensive line that Dallas had in the 90s was insane.
All 300 pounds.
Yep, they were insanely
you could put me in
good,
there, and I would have done the same.
That is, as a guy who is not a Dallas Cowboys fan, admittedly, I don't hold it back. I would probably say that is one of the best offensive lines in NFL history that the Dallas Cowboys had in the 90s. At least, if not the best, top 3 best offensive lines in NFL history.
Just Google it, bro. You can.
I don't need to Google it, man. I'm giving you my expert opinion.
Copy. I'm giving you my expert opinion now.
Yeah,
they will open
but you see what happened?
Why does Debbie does Dallas?
That's a big hole. That's a big ass hole right there. Yeah, Debbie 500. Oof. Oof.
That was definitely one of the best. That was definitely historically for sure.
Yeah, because we see what happened to Emmitt Smith when he went to Arizona, and when Emmitt Smith went to Arizona, you can't say that he was out of his prime. He was old or anything like that, because at the end of the day, I don't believe that Emmitt Smith was out of his prime when he went to Arizona. But
he benefited from the line in front of you, bro.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But that Arizona line exposed Emmitt Smith for what he really was. Even, it's very far and few between where you come across guys who are good running backs without an offensive line. Barry Sanders did not have a very good offensive line, but he made shit happen. This motherfucker's legs were going over here, but his body was going over here, and the rest of them, they were, Bo Jackson was the same way. Nick Chubb is the same way. Now, granted, Cleveland has a fantastic offensive line. Cleveland has, in today's standards, probably one of the better offensive lines. But before they built this offensive line, when they first got Nick Chubb was doing his damn thing. So, but you get some of these guys.
You have some naturals, but if you got a good line, you're going to benefit better. Imagine if you had a top fucking 3 line in front of him. What do you think?
And that's what he has now. That's what he has now in Cleveland.
That's
Cleveland has a very good offensive line, and they're showing that.
With the Jets, but good.
Yeah, Tony and I talked about it. It wasn't the offense.
The line ain't that goddamn good.
It was the defense. The defensive secondary killed us against the Jets. Let's be honest. Our offensive line and our offense was doing their damn thing.
Real quick, I'm going to argue that if the offensive line was so goddamn awesome, you would have held the ball all that time. And if the coaching was good, you would have told Jackass, take a knee instead of running in like a dick. And you played yourself. Congratulations.
You scored 14 points in under 2 minutes against the defense. Calm down. It had nothing to do with the offense.
No, I said it had everything to do with bad coaching from Cleveland. If he would have taken a knee like he used to, instead of trying to do a Westbrook and pad the stats, you would have won the game.
But statistically,
who cares about that? Whatever, you lost.
And Nick Chubb, and actually Nick Chubb has a lot of fantasy football owners hate Nick Chubb because Nick Chubb is that guy that he did it last year. He did it last year a couple times where Cleveland had the lead and Nick Chubb broke free and had a big run and he could have scored and then he just stopped on the 1 yard line and took a knee.
The hell with the fantasy.
Yeah.
The crap about the fantasy.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But statistically,
I'm sticking around. Damn it, we're going 3 hours. Let's do this.
But statistically, when you have a 13-point lead and less than 2 minutes to play, you would think you're going to win the game. But when your defense, which is what happened against the Jets, your defense is like, oh, we're going to give up an 80-yard touchdown because we're going to give you 20-yard cushion on your fucking receivers.
Well,
that we've been doing
instead of running the ball in, trying to be cute. You get a first down and you run out the game ends right there. But when you want to run the points up like a dick, you take a L. I'm gonna leave it at that. If answer, but you can only deal with what happened. And what happened is it was poor coaching and a poor play on that. It was
very poor defensive coaching. You're right. But at the end of the day, there's still 14 weeks left in the season. Let's see where you guys are at the end of the season and where we are at the end of the season. So.
I don't play for any
the Jets have a team.
I don't play for an NFL team. I play for Sunday Night Smoke and Nonsensical.
I told Scott, Jets have a team. The Jets be losing games, but I watch their games. I watch them play. The Jets have a great team. They're just losing. I watch their games.
That's what I told you.
The Pittsburgh Steelers the other night. Both teams played better than everybody thought they would.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it was all about the scenario and the situation. Just being honest, they both played better than normal. The Jets, last year's game against the Titans, they went to overtime. That was a good damn game.
Yeah.
It really was.
I told you about the Jets. I told you that I said the same thing about the Jets. Before the season started, Tony.
4 games, man. Let's be real.
There we go. Smoke you down. I had to adjust your mic. Smoke, you were down.
No, go ahead.
But you're good now. No, I told you that before the season started, Tony. The Jets are deceivingly a good team. They were good last year. They were in every game. There wasn't a lot of games that they were completely out of. They have a good team. They're almost there, but they're missing something. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
Offensive weapons and a pass rusher.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. The Jets are. I mean, just to call up from last season, the Jets took Cincinnati to task last year.
Oh yeah, they busted them last year. That's why I was pissed off.
They busted them up last year, and it was just like, wow, you know. Not so much this year, but but at the same time, like I said, I'm not throwing any shade on the Jets. You know, the Jets and Browns game was a good game. Unfortunately, the Browns defense was not there. They weren't there against Carolina. They got lucky because the offense is good enough for the most part to take up the slack for the defense. But when the defense just absolute dog shit, and that's what we've seen in the Thursday night game against Pittsburgh, is the defense finally tightened up. They played. They were there. When big plays were needed on the defensive side of the ball, Cleveland stepped up.
The battle is won in every football game. The battle is won in the trenches.
Yes.
Point blank, period. That's the end of the story.
Golf said Wilson is a sleeper
Garrett Wilson. Oh yeah, I picked him up off waivers last week too.
Who?
Garrett Wilson from the Jets. The Jets number
Garrett
17. Garrett Wilson.
Receiver. He's a monster.
Number
The wide
17.
receiver? He's the wide receiver, right?
He's
fuck
New
you.
Jack.
By the way, fuck you, Smoke,
Thanks.
for that. Because I was trying to get him off waivers too, god damn it.
And I wasn't accepting any cheesy trade offers either, god damn it. Take that.
I was trying to get Garrett Wilson off
like,
of
how the fuck would I trade him?
yeah.
Oh, good, man. Oh, love. I'm just trying to work my way back into the league, man. Like, we both got to rebuild because we had the auto draft going. So we both got to actually rebuild week by week as the season goes and see who are the diamonds in the rough that you know what I mean, that fell through the cracks. So we both got an uphill battle. I'm 0-3. Where you at right now, man?
I'm 0-3 now.
Me too. Like I'm taking the ass kicking out here, man.
Yeah. Unless CD Lamb blows the hell up tonight. There you go. Smoke's official. He's got the fuck you smoke banner now.
Yeah, I'm getting yeah. Garrett Wilson, man, you bringing heat on me, but I'm just saying I'm gonna shine with him later. He's gonna develop as the season goes. This is a long season, man.
You know, that's a great thing about you and I being bottom feeders in this league. When it comes to the waiver order and the waiver line and stuff like that, we're gonna have first pick. So we just gotta choose wisely.
Keep your eyes open, man. Keep your eyes open to the hold on, damn. Everybody want to.
Yeah, I got a little something in the works for this week already. Hopefully it goes through. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I seen what this man did last year when he was called upon. So no spoiler alert, Tony D.
I'll be right back.
As Tony says, spoiler alert. No spoiler alert. Well, shit. I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I knew going into this fantasy league the first few weeks, I was going to struggle. I was going to have to build something from nothing, and that's what I'm doing. My league, I'm 2-1 in my league. Unfortunately, week one of my toughest opponents for the last 3 or 4 years. Unfortunately, she got my ass. And it's funny because she doesn't know anything about football. She doesn't watch football. She doesn't care about football, but she enjoys playing fantasy football with us. And I enjoy having her in the league. But it's my buddy's wife. And fortunately for me, week one, it was her and I, and she's been the only one to beat me like the last 2 years, actually, in our leagues.
Yeah, you know that look at the draw ish, man. Hold on.
Well, that's the thing. In my league, I had the
Hold
7th pick.
Hold
on. In my league, I had that 7th pick, and that 6, 7 area, as far as pick order, that's a tough one to pick from. I'm happy. I'm happy with my team, because I do like to pick a lot of guys that I know people aren't going to go after because they're afraid of. I did get Christian McCaffrey in the first round at number 1. He hasn't done shit. But I got my guy, Lamar Jackson, who is Lamar Jackson, is being Lamar Jackson so far this season. So 2 weeks in a row, 40-plus points. That's what I'm talking about. Get it, son.
Lamar Jackson is like he's great for fantasy football because he's only reliable for the regular season. So I give him a shout out.
What do you mean? What am I doing? What are you doing? Golf?
He's a regular season champ.
Yeah. No, he's back to being Lamar Jackson.
Forget it. Bet against him when the playoff starts.
Yeah. That motherfucker cannot play in the playoffs, man.
Man. One player win. Lamar Waxon. I call him Lamar Waxon because he's playing college. Yeah. He's playing college football in the pros still. He's still in college. Somebody, the offensive coordinator didn't wake up, or somebody didn't pinch him and say, "Hey, man, you in NFL now, man." That college it's cute in the regular season, but when it really counts,
in fantasy football, the playoffs don't matter. So
no, exactly. He's great. That's what I said. He's the ultimate fantasy football guy because by the time the playoffs come, the fantasy football season is over.
Yeah,
but in the real world. People lose and thousands on this. He's automatic this year, and I'm going to clean up. Put your money on Lamar Jackson if you're betting against smoke, please. I'll make a living off him in the playoffs. Come on, man. I'll leave it at
absolutely.
That. I gotta
absolutely.
I gotta admit, he's terrible in the postseason.
But they got his number by him. They got his number. They know what they're doing. They know what they do.
Well, what happens is this, you can't play college. You can't play college football in the NFL playoffs. I'll just leave it at that. Y'all figure it out. For the real football people that study the X's and O's in football.
But in regular season, you can. And that's where it counts. When we're talking about fantasy football, and we're talking about fantasy football points, I'll take regular season Lamar Jackson all day, every day.
I'll take him all day, every day in fantasy. But in the real world,
I have him in my league, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's good in fantasy. It's good in fantasy when there's no money involved. When it comes to putting money on the line,
nobody wants to put no money on the line. though. That's the thing. Like nobody wants to put no fucking money
you're committed.
on the line.
No, you're committed.
Anybody?
Time out. You have.
I'm 0-3. I'm 0-3 with the team I didn't even draft.
Time out. Belt Kings. Okay. Belt Kings. All right. This is week 3. There's 14 weeks left to get $20 up to put in the Cash App. God damn it! And I'm gonna leave it at that. If you can't put together $20 in 14 weeks, you got a problem, and I don't want to know you.
I got a problem.
I don't want to know you if you can't put together $1.12 a week and to support your fantasy in football. Like, you got to be a coach. You got to make some sacrifices. God damn it! Come on. You know what I'm saying?
I got a problem, but I'm able to maneuver.
Look at the man. You know what I'm saying? You got 14 weeks. Save $1 a week, man. It's like feeding a kid in Africa for 35 cents a day. Let's go.
I didn't do that though.
The big dog is in the building. The big dog is in the building.
Big dog, what it do, man? Big dog,
what up, man?
What's up? How we doing, guys?
You pop in here with your sparkling lights and your suspenders, and the first thing that pops into my head is this.
You like it?
You like it? You don't know that? That's from Police Academy. That's the Blue Oyster music.
Yeah, it is.
Not bad.
Wow.
Other kind of strip club. Wow. My bad. Fellas, I'm way past my biological dinner clock. Perfect time.
I gotta put on the little laser light show because I'm broadcasting from a secret underground bunker, and we can't let anybody know where I'm at or my location.
Then don't tell them.
Then don't tell nobody. Fellas, look, I got a plot, man. I'm getting all these texts. It's dinner time.
Peace, bro. Good seeing you. You already know.
What's
Sorry
up, brother?
Rotation flowing. Sorry to come in late and leave early. That's what she said.
Well, nice to meet you. Smoke heard a lot about you.
Oh man, I've seen you before on the stream before I got a chance to be obliged to be invited in by the Glickster himself to be a part of this lovely foundation here.
Yeah.
Wednesday. I can
Rat group.
Hey, Saturday night, Tony D and I were solo, and we basically turned nonsensical nonsense into the old school NWO, and we broke down everybody's positions. We said Ted Hicks was Eric Bischoff. We said Smoke, you and Tony were the outsiders. I was the Hulkster. I was Hogan. Jeff was X-Pac. And
nice.
We said Mike was Big Papa Pump.
No, come on.
Yeah,
Max Goldberg.
Come on.
Well,
okay, I understand you're not going to get me. I understand you're not going to get Hogan, but I couldn't be Sting or Triple H.
No. We went NWO, and based off of based off of our roles and stuff, Ted Hicks is the man. We can't give Ted Hicks no disrespect. That's our Eric Bischoff at the end of the day. Smoke and Tony are the outsiders.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Smoke and Tony are the outsiders. I'm the Hulkster because I run the show, I run the shit. And this is just nonsensical nonsense, and Jeff was X-Pac because Jeff is
smaller.
He's smaller and he talks and he's so rambunctious and crazy. And Mike, no disrespect, because Tony and I kind of bounced this one around a little bit about as far as who you would be in the NWO, and we talked about I jokingly said Virgil, and then we said Paul White, aka the Big Show, but at the end of the day, Big Papa Pump fits you perfectly because of your personality and stuff like that. So it was like, no, it wasn't a disrespectful thing, but it was just as far as the crew goes. We had one for Brian too. I can't remember what Brian's was, but we had one for Brian as well. Just the nonsensical nonsense version of the NWO. Who was who in what role. And it played out perfectly, and I mean, and it was ideal. I mean, I do like the Wolfpack. I am more of a Wolfpack fan myself.
Yeah, I was just hoping I would have been, would have gotten one of my. Sting was my all-time favorite wrestler, but I love the Wolfpack.
Oh, here you go.
Is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys.
Ooh, yeah, the Wolfpack was the shit. I love the red and black, man.
Fellas, it's time to eat.
Much
love, much respect for having me. I'll catch you.
Hey, much love, brother. I appreciate you hanging out as always.
Hey man, I appreciate you having me.
My flight was delayed, so I was running all kinds of late. So
I was
late too, man. No, we both in the same line because I was late and you were later. So it's all good.
Yeah, no. And Saturday night it was just Tony and I. So, but we rocked it out Saturday night.
Yeah, I was in date night mode. You know how that goes. You gotta, Family Guy thing. You know what I'm saying? Al Bundy. You know how that goes, fellas. Right, man. For those out there listening, please like, share, subscribe, Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. And if you don't like it, put it in your pipe and smoke it. You heard?
Yes, sir. Hey, much love, brother, man. I appreciate you popping through. I always
love fellas. Thanks for having me, y'all. Enjoy. Have a good night. Peace.
Enjoy.
Salute. One love.
Good one, Smoke.
One love, man.
Right,
absolutely.
One love. One blood, one love.
Later. That is my guy. I do love Smoke. I can't wait to go to New York and hang out with him. That's going to be fun. We're going Glick and Smoke going to get together in New York. It's going to be bad news, bro.
Every bar you go into.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be fun, though, man. It's going to be fun. I think next summer I'm going to try to get up there. We're rolling into winter, and I know what winter's like down here, and I know what winter's like up there, and I ain't trying to go there or here.
Might as well wait. Might as well wait.
I'm gonna try to get up there next summer.
You from New York too, ain't you?
Yeah, if I can get Tony's goofy ass, maybe we can plan a trip together and go up there, and the three of us can get together. But yeah. Michael, speaking of trips and going away and stuff like that, how was your trip, man? How was your trip?
Well, we're not gonna give away the destination just because.
No, I don't worry about that.
But
I know you went out of town this week.
Well, it was all right. It was all right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Things don't always go the way. Things don't always go the way you want, but you really want to learn. You really want to know somebody. Just meet them, right?
No, absolutely, 100%, 100%. And like I said, we don't need to dive into the details or anything like that. I just know you were going out.
But I will say, great views,
Colorado's
and never Never fly Frontier unless you're that broke and you know it.
I've flown Frontier. I didn't have a problem with them. What happened?
I never said I had. I never said I didn't have any problems. I just felt like it was like soul plane without the soul. It was very bad.
Damn, Soul Plane was bad too. Soul Plane was bad too.
Soul plane was comfortable. Fuck that.
That was bad. That was bad. Oh, man. Come on.
No, I mean it was just you knew you were in a cheap airline. That's it. When I had to wait 30 minutes for the customer service to try to turn on the Wi-Fi, like, oh, we don't have internet on our phones on our planes. I was like, oh
They
shit,
don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. How you didn't know that?
Because I don't fly every day, Tony.
I don't either. I flew Frontier before.
And I got all spoiled because I fly United on the way up, and they got TVs in the front. Their cute little video before you start. Hey guys, click it. Their little video, cute little thing. And I'm like, oh man, I'm flying it. Got direct TV on the fucking armrest. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. I'm ready for my flight back. No TV.
Now I will tell you, Frontier, you got room in our seats because there's room.
You in stadium seats? You in stadium seats?
Yeah.
Well,
like this.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. All three of us are not small guys. So the comfort, and I've never flown. Like, I've never flown in my life. I've never been on a plane. I've seen planes. I've never flown, but at the end of the day, I've heard the stories, and Tony D, he's 6'2", 2 something. I'm 6'2",
I'm 230. Excuse me, I'm 230. I'm 230.
230. I'm 6'2", 270, 280-ish. Mike, I know you're slightly below 6 foot, aren't you, or are you 6 foot?
I'm right on the line, depending on which gas station you walk into.
Yeah. So you're just under 6 foot. We'll just say right about 6 foot ish. And I know you're
that's what
about three.
I'm like 5'11", 3/4, 6 foot. Yeah, whatever.
You're about 3 something. We're all three big guys, so that comfort level comes into when you want to fly, when you're going to fly. And like I said, I've never been on a plane before, but I've heard the stories and I know about, like I've heard the seats and I've seen them. I've got friends of mine that are big guys like the three of us, and I've seen them on planes, and it's just like, man, y'all got me fucked up. Number one, I'm afraid of flying. Number two, you're gonna put me in a tiny ass cramped place. Like, you gotta give me room. You gotta let me stretch out.
You gotta lose weight to get on the plane. Shit.
I fly you. I
gotta eat my asshole, Tony D. Right on the starfish.
Fuck your asshole. Fuck your asshole.
We gotta get you on a plane.
Well,
you know
Jesus,
what?
You just escalated that.
I'm gonna say
Calm down there, Ron
Jeremy.
I'm not Bridget the midget.
God,
I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get on. Then I'm gonna talk about the actual flying. But no, we need to get you on a plane. We need you to be the person in the middle. And me and Tony need to be recording it the whole way.
Well,
it's gonna be funny as shit. We need to do a podcast, a pre-recorded podcast of you flying. That would be awesome.
We had that discussion on the show a while back, and hopefully, my travel partner is still down for traveling and whatnot. But we had that discussion about me absolutely freaking out on a plane. My big ass who's not afraid of.
Boy, I can't wait for that shit.
I will let you hold my hand when we take off. But
yeah,
that's it.
My big ass who's not afraid of anything. I've already claimed that I will fight Canada. I will fight a bear. I will fight a kangaroo.
Texas.
I'm gonna fuck you, Tony. Informer. That's all I gotta say to you, Tony. I'm gonna take over Texas. Texas is no longer to be called Texas. It's gonna be
it's gonna be called Glixus. Yeah, they all told me, how was your flight? And when I landed, I said, I'm pretty tired. I could only flap my wings so many times. I'm kind of winded. And they all laughed. They thought that was stupid. But no, I'm going to tell you the difference. So I flew United. Everything's all nice and professional, all this other stuff. And then we go high. We go above the clouds, And like, I'm thinking, man, we're almost like maybe 1,000 feet from like Apollo 13 here. Dark blue. We're above the sky. It's all great. I'm like, oh, the moon looks so much closer from these altitudes. All that stuff. Everything works great. Smooth landing, smooth takeoff. Perfect. I fly Frontier. rough start, and then you about right, because you can feel when the tires lift off the runway, and all of a sudden you hear this. I'm going, what is? You can hear the landing gear go up, and it's like, and I'm like, I'm gonna die.
I'm dead. I'm done. This is it.
And then when we go up, we don't even make it past the clouds. You can still see the ground, and you're like, yeah, this thing I get the altitude United did. No, sir.
Not that damn bad.
You're not helping my case at all. That's like Tony and Jeff. Like, flying's not that bad. It's the landing and the takeoff that are the worst. So I'm like, you're not.
Oh, that was even worse because you're like, we're gonna go for your descent for 30 minutes. You're going down and you feel it because you can see it. You're like, and all of a sudden, the runway looks really close, and then you hear. You're like, oh shit!
Look! I got a whole.
The is coming down, and then I'm like, oh god!
Mike is not helping one damn bit at all.
Look! I got a whole new agenda. The first time I fly, I'm getting on that bitch in cowboy boots, blue jeans, and a white tank top. And if you don't get that reference,
fly Frontier. Don't fly Frontier. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you.
Put the bunny down.
Why I'm going to put the bunny
down? I'm going full on Nick Cage Con Air when I fly.
The stewardess is like, "You want any alcohol?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yes. Yeah. I want alcohol before and during. I want all the alcohol. Just push the alcohol cart and put your parking brake on and leave it here. I need it all, damn it.
That was the good thing about flying Frontier though, because they had like combos, like buy 3 alcoholic beverages and a non-alcoholic beverage and a cheese tray for like $26. I'm like, here's my card. Yeah. Help me out. Like, take that times 2.
Yeah, right. No, well, I was told that don't worry. When we fly, I have something for you you'll be happy. You'll be perfectly fine. And I'm like, give it to me. I'm gonna wash it down.
Space brownies.
Hey, busted rubber. That's exactly what I said. I got football on, and I also got Avengers Endgame and wrestling. I'm flipping all 3 channels. Trust me.
Wrestling has not been entertaining for a hot minute. I'll be right back. Actually, I gotta go run.
I'm gonna do about 25 more minutes.
Well, where is Jeff at?
He doesn't do Mondays.
Well, I know that, but I mean, I see him in the comments.
No, Jeff's not in the comments. That's Golf Hawk.
Oh.
We need to get your eyes checked. So our camera's not the only thing.
I've got excuses. The amount of liquor that I have ingested over the last 4 days. I was at one of those weddings.
That's what's up. You missed it about a month ago when I was in New York. I
went to a wedding. I went to the wedding. They were like open bar. I was like, oh, you done fucked up.
Hey, make sure you eat first. That's what you gotta do. Eat first.
They gave me a serving tray. I was like, yeah, I'm getting all this for the the guys at my table like, "Oh, that's mighty white of you. Here's a tray." And no, they were all for me. Those were all 6 drinks. That was mine.
Right.
I had to go back 3 or 4 times.
Right.
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, no, Cash is under my desk, so I'm kicking him.
Oh, okay. Nothing like abuse on the podcast.
I'm just saying, damn.
The tax man has come.
Whoa, you're a magician. He came out of nowhere.
That's me. It's a big dog. Yeah, no, I went to go find some chicken, and I came back in and Cash was under my desk being goofy, so it was like,
Mm-hmm. You know better. This is my house.
I'm the king. I'm the champ.
Yeah, the champ.
Huh? I am not either one because that girl is retarded and she needs to be put down.
What's up with your shirt, bro?
I was getting yelled at because my sleeves were agitating my
What's up,
tattoo,
Maestro? How we doing?
So, by smoke, I don't care. But then Austin came in and tied up my sleeves.
Hi.
Because that one's
I
healed.
saw that all the way over here. All sides like a motherfucker. I saw that all the way over here. Maestro, what's good?
What's going on, Maestro?
I saw a little
what's
bit
up,
of the Denver San Francisco game, and Denver just ain't doing it. I don't know what happened.
Why is your name always fucked up, man? I fixed it.
What are you talking about?
Your name.
You're gonna change my name again, aren't you? Son of a.
No, I'm not gonna change it. I fixed it.
I don't know what I expected. So it's just
You changed Tony D's name with Tony with a D.
No, Tony. That's Tony D. That's Tony D. That's his name, Tony D.
Tony with a D.
Or duh, or duh, champ. No, I'm the champ. I like to wear my belt. My name is Tony D. I'm the champ.
I'm good. I championed myself. Fuck out of here.
I didn't champion myself. I earned my championship status, and then Smoke crowned me champion with a real championship.
Jesus. Smoke hooked you up.
Smoke
Checks in the mail.
Smoke absolutely hooked me up. That's my dude. Like I said, I cannot wait to
The
get up to
champ
New
is
York.
like, that's the best $250 I ever spent. Be my friend. $250.
The greatest
belt.
WWE championship of all time was right here. Right here,
Stone
baby.
Cold?
Oh, upside down. Yeah, buddy. Goddamn Smoking Skull championship, man. That was the greatest championship.
I don't know. I'm still partial to the Undertaker, though. I like him.
Undertaker wants to hang it up. He wants everybody to let him rest, and we're going to let him rest. Right now, it is Drew McIntyre to me as far as the biggest and the baddest. Him and Bobby Lashley.
Absolutely. I can't disagree with that. No, I'm talking about custom belts with the customized belts when they were.
Yeah, that's definitely a cool ass belt.
This is by far the greatest.
And it's true to
belt.
him too, because that's totally him with the snake skin. That's totally him. Yeah.
Snake skin?
Absolutely.
No, and my guy Smoke, like I said, hate on Smoke.
Smoke looked out.
Hate on Smoke all you want. That's my man. And as I'm till day one, I've been down with Smoke, and till the end, I'm gonna ride with Smoke. I'm 100% ride or die with Smoke.
I die.
Well, we all back each other up, and that's what matters. We all back each other up, especially when it comes to broadcasting. We could, we're gonna help each other with our shows. Yeah. I like that shit.
Absolutely.
As DMX would say, that's my man's in them. That's right. My man's in them. My man. Man, click making. I will fuck you up. I guess when I come down to Georgia, I gotta make a detour to Tennessee because everybody's catching stone cold glick stunners.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Haas is catching them. Jason's catching them. Tony D's gonna catch them. You're going to catch them. Like a cold, you're going to catch it.
You better get ready for that Viper. That's what I got to tell you. You better get ready for that Viper.
Like a cold, you're going to catch it. Fuck your post long-term COVID effects. You're going to have
I ain't got to worry about you, Stone Cold effects. Stunner. I ain't got to worry about you. The only thing I got to do is throw you some Bud Light and a cheese tray, and I'd sit back and just watch you.
If you throw me a Bud Light, I'm going to throw it back at your face.
You ain't getting me, homeboy. Homeboy, you ain't getting me. Bud Light cheese tray. Shut the fuck up. Boom.
If you throw a Bud Light at me, I'm throwing it back at your face.
Catching paws. Catching paws.
Yeah.
Play them old Bud Light commercials.
Yeah, well, if you'd have looked for it, you'd have found it.
You're pushing me.
It's the goddamn Stone Cold Glick Stunner World Tour. We're kicking it off. Tennessee, Georgia, Wisconsin, Iowa, wherever the fuck you are, Mike. Cancun, Mexico. Everybody's getting them. Everybody's getting them.
Good Lord.
Tony D.
Take your time.
Cancun, Mexico. Is that even really Mexico?
Here it comes.
It's your ass because Glick's coming. And that's the bottom line because Glick 316 said so. Oh, hell yeah.
Jeez.
Tony D, he's been practicing that in front of the mirror for about 6 years.
Yes, he has.
I've been practicing that in front of the mirror for like 20 years. Shut up. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Doing it ever since Stone Cold came out.
Yeah. I'll pop up in Georgia around December time. It's Merry Glickmas.
Shit.
It's the Glickmas nightmare.
The Glickmas nightmare. I was wrong.
Uh-oh. What was you wrong about, man?
Oh, shit.
I don't hear those words.
Ted, and everybody out there. LateNightParents.com. Ways to follow the show. LateNightParents.com. I was wrong.
Okay. Raven said the drink.
Don't hear you being
doing something.
Admitting to being wrong very often.
I was wrong.
What was you wrong about?
You know what?
What were you wrong about?
You know what, Flick? I've been thinking about this since Thursday, and I do think Jeff owes us a consultation fee for betting on that game and winning. I do think so.
I told him that last year when he was talking about I need to get with you and Tony D so I can go to the casino. I said I ain't giving you shit.
I couldn't answer that night, and I meant to. I almost owed him that. Oh boy. That man Ted is the absolute motherfucking bona fide truth.
I just thought it was funny. He's like, boy, tell us what to bet on. It's only $5. I'm like, what? $5? What are you nuts?
What are you talking about, Ted? What's the bona fide truth? You want to share with the rest of the class?
Ted has shown me how to do what I had on Haps for free somewhere else.
Because you can't do it on here for free. Oh, by the way,
not as many platforms. No.
Well, by the way, I'm not paying for that many platforms. Oh, by the way, you need to re-up your Twitch on here.
I need to what?
Jump on here.
No, you know what it is? Actually, you know what? Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, re-up your
Because
Twitch.
my Twitch was acting up. I don't know what's going on. I'll do it afterwards. I can't do it right now.
Yeah, don't worry about it now. I was just giving you a heads up. It came up the other day, and I was like, oh, I'll just click on it, and it was like, oh, you have to log in. Fuck, I can't log in. So I meant to tell you, and that just reminded me actually to tell you.
Ted is the man.
Hey, Cash. You go put that out there with my other keys, please. Mm, mm. I got a pterodactyl in my house.
Yes, you do.
Shout out to Jason.
Easy. He'll be
I
here this
love.
weekend. He'll be here this weekend.
Shout out to my man Jason. I love that when he said pterodactyl. I love that shit. That was awesome.
That's my man.
There's some man's in them. Say it
That's
right.
That's my man.
Say it right. Put some respect on my name. So, Mike, we've got a few minutes left here. What else is going on, man? Like, so the trip didn't pan out as well as you thought it was going to, but you still enjoyed visiting Colorado, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. But we weren't giving away locations.
Oh yeah,
I told other people I was in Chicago, so thanks for that.
Okay, Chicago, Colorado, Alaska. We don't know where you were.
Texas. I mean, all the bad stuff.
Yeah. We're just shouting out locations at this point.
You was on the trip. Just tell us how it went. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, outside of
everything else, y'all talking too much. That's all I'm saying.
Outside of the the rest of it, you enjoyed visiting. You enjoyed the scenery. What else you got going on, man? What else you got? Hey,
well, I've been kind of going on this journey last couple of years, going through my divorce and all that stuff, and learning really quick, dealing with the laws and stuff with being a man going through a divorce, trying to get custody of the kids, and running into a lot of other men having the same issues, and people just. And not just men, but there's women too, and it seems depending on where you're at in the country, different laws go different ways, and because me and Glick both actually hail from South Carolina, that's a mommy state. I was actually told, because I tried to get a divorce years ago. I was actually told you ain't got a shot in hell in South Carolina unless she's on crack, and even then. The only thing she's got to do is clean up, and then she's got him again. So it's just, and then up here it's a little bit more free. But the problem is the law support of daddy. They appreciate dads in the child's life, but the judges don't.
I doubt.
And it's kind of just let a huge burden on me to. I met up with a couple groups, a couple people, and got talking to these guys, and just kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things about, about equal rights and stuff. And there's you can't deny it. There are things that are privy to certain genders that aren't privy for us, and I believe they should be both ways. I don't care what is what. It should be equal rights, no matter what it is. And
I agree with you.
And a father is just as influential in a child's life as a mother. And just because I have a penis doesn't mean that I can't be a loving and caring and nurturing father, and can teach my child how to be a loving, caring, supportive, honorable adult. And I want to change. I feel led and drawn through all of this after I had to get done being angry. After I had to be done being angry, because I'm not gonna lie, I was angry. I was angry at everybody,
I don't understand it.
After I was done being angry and all this stuff, and I learned to accept that this is what it is, but you can do something about it. And I'm kind of wanting to explore that route and see what I can do. I want to write mayors. I want to write governors. I want to get very vocal on it and seeing if I can generate some traction about changing the way that we do things, not just for men or for women, but for Americans as people. The law is not blind. there are a lot of things that are unfair for certain people, and I
Agreed.
just, I want to bring that to attention and stuff. So, and I just have a real burden and heart for people that's struggling. I mean, I know that I had to deal with my depression and anxiety and high blood pressure, and what I want to do is I want to actually start a podcast eventually and bring, first, men on and talk about their success stories. I want to change that. A lot of people are claiming victimhood, and I want to say, hey, you know what? V doesn't stand for victim. V stands for victory. And I want to stand behind that, and I want to help other men and women and children to be victorious in their lives, because the ones that really hurt, men, you know I've seen some men get done raw deals, and I've seen women get done raw deals, but it's the children that really get the raw deal.
I don't know what that
They
means.
do,
And
and that's in everybody's opinion. The kids are the ones that matters, and they hurt the most.
Use your words.
They hurt the most. I agree.
exactly, and I want to be there, and I
Case in
want to,
point.
And that's the bottom
there's a
line.
lot of
Who's gonna
fathers
say so? Oh
that
hell
don't
yeah!
fight for their
Call me
kids
fat
just
again.
because they know that they're not going to win, so they don't even try, or they accept whatever deal that they want. And you know what? If you feel like you should fight for your children always,
Hey, dude.
even if I lose. And I've lost in
Of course.
court every time I went to court. I'm not standing here saying that I'm a champ. I've lost in court every time I went to court. But you know what? I can stand there years later
Listen, look,
when my
it's
kids
bigger
say,
than
"Hey, Dad, you didn't fight for me." I'm going to stand here later with my court papers, say, "Yes, I did, son. Yes, I did, honey. Every time I could,
you want
I
that?
fought for you,
Let me-
no matter the cost, no matter what it hurt, no matter what
I mean,
what was done."
the broadcast will be fine, but you're gonna get some assholes. I would almost be there with you because some people need to shut the hell up and just listen to what people are going through outside of just being lucky. And then you got the people that just deal with it. They're gonna tell you to man up. First of all, manning up is being there for your kids in the first place. I'm going through the same thing on my end. I know exactly what
Right.
you're talking about. But the kicker is the distance, and then you having the money, and then you maintaining the home, and then you being there on top of keeping the job, and then making extra money because you got to have extra money just to do that because half of your money is going to them in the first damn place.
Oh yeah.
or all your money.
Nah,
In my
some
case.
dudes all yes, there are some dudes all.
Who's 100%? 100. Sorry for the distraction. I
Right,
was
right.
listening to you, Mike. But Buggy was talking shit behind me about a turtleneck that she found, a sweater turtleneck that she found in my closet. So I had her hand me my belt, and then I hit her with a stunner.
Yeah, on camera.
On camera. That's why I'm the champ. DTA, fuckers. Don't trust anyone. You can be a viper all day, but you ain't a fucking rattlesnake.
DDIA, don't do it again, damn it.
You can be a viper all day long, but you ain't a rattlesnake, son. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna do it, and you're not
You're
gonna
right.
listen, and I'm still gonna do it. But no, absolutely, and like I said, in my situation, I for the last 5 years, I've 100% financed everything for my kids with no help, and like Mike said, yeah, originally when the divorce and the separation happened, I was in South Carolina, and I learned real quick, real fucking hard. That's a mother's state.
Right.
I mean, she could literally kill the kids, bring them back from the dead, Frankenstein style, and still have more rights than I could. She could walk into a courthouse in front of a judge, in front of police, murder the kids, bring them back from the dead, and still have more rights than I could ever have.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Bullshit.
it is. And it's 100% bullshit because, yes, sadly and unfortunately, there are deadbeat dads. There are deadbeat moms. But then the mothers and the fathers who are actually trying to be there for their kids and do right by their kids are the ones who
Getting disrespected. Disrespected.
Getting kicked in
And
the
that's what I
stomach.
want to change. On TikTok, there's this big race war on TikTok where women are talking shit about men and men are talking shit about women, and then there's people in the middle.
Time out. That's not a race war. That's a gender war.
I meant gender war. Sorry. There's a race war going on too. You know, all the idiots that don't like black mermaids, go fuck yourself. But
I don't know. Tony and I don't really jump into that world. Tony, in our world, is there a race war going on?
Not in mine. I mean, they can be, but I don't.
Yeah, not in mine. Not in Tony's.
No, it's just I just see stuff on the FYP, but
oh yeah, I've seen it too.
But yeah, there's a gender war going on TikTok, and you know, and you know what? Why are we even doing this? Is it 2022? It's like
there is a gender war, but let's you cannot call out one side without
calling out the other.
Without calling out the other, and I'm gonna speak from a man's point of view, because I know somebody that I've become friends with over the last couple of years, and she has absolutely made it a point. There's another person that I'm not friends with. I don't really care for. I think she does it for attention and clout and stuff like that. But the one person that I'm speaking of, her, I have become friends with her. She's blown up on TikTok. I've been friends with her since the beginning. Nothing more, nothing less. We're just friends. But she absolutely puts men out there, and she sticks up for us. She's taken it upon herself to
big ups to her. Shit.
To champion men, because in this society and in this world that we live in, and y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, just so you know. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say. But us men have been portrayed and have been made to be the bad guys. Have we been the bad guys?
Yes.
Have we been terrible human beings?
Yes.
Yes.
History
absolutely.
says yes. History and education says yes.
History and education says yes. But there are a lot of men that don't fit into that stereotype.
Agreed.
And you speak of stereotypes. Stereotypes were brought up for a reason. They were brought up and made for a reason.
To start shit.
But there's also some truth behind it. But not all men are like that. And Tony D, as a black man, you can speak more on this than I can with stereotypes, because you're a black man, and there are a lot of stereotypes about black men.
Yeah.
But you go against every quote unquote black stereotype on men for the most part.
I got a couple.
You got a couple. You do have a couple, but I have a couple.
I got a couple. I can fit a few if I want to.
Yeah. As a white country bumpkin,
I can fit a few if I fucking want to.
As a white country bumpkin,
I choose to control myself. Mm-hmm. I choose to progress in society. Mm-hmm. And I will say this out loud: it's not about selling out. It's about not being wrongfully convicted or not having people supporting the fact that you are not a problem in society. So
it's about being true to yourself.
Who don't like being true to yourself. The hardest job we got is staying out of jail.
It's about being true to yourself at the end of the day.
That's the hardest job I have as a black man, staying the fuck out of jail, because people can't wait to throw us the fuck in there. I said it.
Yeah. I mean, you got your
stereotypes. I want to get on my shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I do what goddamn
that's what I'm saying. Like, you have your stereotypes.
You drink a beer now, goddamn it.
You know, you look at me or you look at Mike, and you're gonna automatically look at the redneck white guys with beards. They're automatically racist.
That happens. That does happen.
It does happen
all the way around.
Yes.
But
you know what? I mean, you can call me Skittles. I fuck the rainbow. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Whose idea was to bring Mike back?
You?
Yours?
Because it's your show. And you do
it. That's on me.
Yeah, that's on you.
I gotta take that. But no, I mean, we men have ultimately, and like I said, we all have our stereotypes. I mean, a lot of people, and I know this as a fact. I mean, a lot of people look at me and they see the way I look and they hear the way I talk, and automatically I'm a redneck racist piece of shit. So I got that going for me. Then and this reaches all three of us. All three of us are men. All three of us are dads. Automatically, because of the stereotype that's been put on us, the bullshit that's been put on us since before we were even born, we're automatically deadbeat dads who don't want to do what's right for their kids. You know,
Yes.
Tony, I know
Or
Tony.
the one that I'm really worried about, and it's in every media, is that if you're a man and you're a father, you're an idiot.
Yeah, well, Tony,
You
I know
know,
you're
No,
going
they've
through
been
it.
doing
the problem I have, I apologize to you. The problem I have with us is a man's supposed to just deal with any and everything, no matter what everybody throws at you. We are already
Absolutely.
fucking doing it. We don't need any more thrown at us until we can stabilize in the first place. And once we do stabilize, we're trying to stabilize. So we don't want no more shit. We're not saying we can't take it, but that doesn't mean you have to fucking give it.
Yeah. Well, and women go through it too. But here's the thing:
women do go through. You know what? We are assholes for how we treat our women.
Men are women. Men are assholes.
Men
not
are
all
assholes for how they treat their women, and we are living through the revenge of that shit.
Yeah, not all.
Y'all got to
all,
get that shit in your head.
Yeah, not all. Not
it's
all
your
men.
job to prove to everybody that you are not the previous male and that you are not a problem. Women only have to prove, for the most part, that they're going to take care of the kids and be by our side. We don't necessarily need them to do any and everything that we want to, but both sides need to stop being a problem to each other. That's what the fucking problem is above all of them. Both sides need to stop being a problem and stop trying each other, stop pushing each other. Then you'll have some motherfucking happiness because a bunch of y'all are so busy challenging each other and trying to see the extreme levels that you can go to, and then believing that whoever you're with can go through anything if you're not there. That's the stress of today's relationships. That's already naturally in place.
Mm-hmm.
But some of y'all don't want to face it because you got comfortable.
Not because you feed off of. Unfortunately, wow, 3 hours in and we get serious.
I'm just trying to tell you. I tried to go 10 minutes ago.
Well, it's a Monday show.
You know, but it is what it is. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, I've seen a ton of videos and they hit me hard. They really do hit me hard. You know, I know Mike's the same way I am, and I feel like Tony's the same way as well. You know, I've got a big heart. I love hard.
Yeah.
I put everything, you know, if you're important to me, if you're a part of my world, man or woman, it doesn't matter. If I put you in my circle, I got a big heart.
Matters. The circle matters.
I you know, and I've seen this a lot, you know, in the last couple of years, you know, women will post videos, you know, and be like, you know, thanks for making him nothing more than an option. Thanks for making him feel like he doesn't matter. And now he doesn't want to love when he's got a good woman. Or women, you know, men will post a video about women. You know, you talk down to her, you degraded her, you made her feel bad about herself. And now I'm here to pick up the pieces and you've made it harder on me. And both men and women, you're making something that should come so naturally and so easy, heartbreaking, you know, to us, because we do have big hearts, men and or women, and we want somebody that's going to, you know, give us what we give back. But in the world we live in, it's hard to find that. But it's based off of these stereotypes, and for so long, you know, again, stereotypes are based in truth. We can go back to when I talked about.
There are some truths. This is true.
They're based in truth. Women feel a certain way about fathers when they divorce or whatever the case may be, because they've been told for so long that men are scumbags and they don't want to take care of their kids. I gave up everything. I gave up everything and started over like I was 18 years old again. Started over from nothing to be in this godforsaken place called Ohio so I could be here for my kids. Nobody cares about that. Mike, you're fighting. Mike, you're fighting for your kids. Tony, I know you're fighting for your kids. You know,
and I'm starting over. I'm starting over like I'm 18 years old.
Yeah, we are, you know,
and nobody. Literally. But the sad part about this, and why I want to do this, especially the podcast, is there's a lot of men. They lose everything. Doesn't matter whose fault it is. It really doesn't anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, his fault, her fault, doesn't matter. They start over. They finally get their life together. And then all these women want to be in their life. And they're like, no, because they're still angry. They're still bitter. Well, you know what? You got your life back, but are you successful? Are you happy? Because now you've got that bitterness inside of you. You know, we can complain about we can complain and argue. And we can go, I mean, We could have a 24-hour podcast talking about what's wrong in every little bit with the law, with how women treat men, with how men treat women. We can do this for weeks. But the end of the day is what nobody does. Nobody respects anybody. Nobody forgives anybody. And they think, well, why should I forgive him or why should I forgive her? Who said you're forgiving them for her or him? I forgive my ex-wife for everything that she did to me and to my children. Not because she needed it, because I needed it. Because if I didn't, I would have been so bitter. And Glick, I was well on my way to being an angry, bitter person, mad at the world.
I struggle with it. I struggle with it
that
all the
close.
time. Yeah.
Does that excuse her? Does that excuse her? Absolutely not. But
I struggle with it myself.
Whatever happens in the future, my conscience is clean, my heart is open, and that's all that matters. I have overcome this. And that's what a lot of people myself. That's what a lot of people don't do now. They hold it in. They become bitter. Look what your husband did to me. Look what your wife did to me. And then you see them moving on. My ex-wife has got a boyfriend. He looks like Vin fucking Diesel. Good for her. I'm glad that she found some guy that looks like a statue David, whatever. I'm glad for that. I'm happy that she's happy. It's not
I don't know one thing about the statue of David.
Yeah, we do. Moving on though. Moving on though.
I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? My ex did say that she cheated on me because I was too big anyway. So maybe that's what she needed. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
As Jeff would say, calm down there, Chief. No.
Yeah, they need to call me Chief. Change my name, the Big Chief. Thank you very much. And I have more Indian in me than Elizabeth Warren, so yep.
All right. We have 3 hours, 10 minutes. Gentlemen, I'm going to cut this shit off my damn self because you two motherfuckers ain't got time. Next time your ass want to come up here and talk this much, be here earlier, goddammit. We don't win a whole lot.
Well, I'm sorry. I literally I mean, I messaged Blake when I went in the group. I was like, I'm still driving. I'm almost home.
Well, Wednesday, Mike, if you're available, Wednesday. If not, don't worry about it. Couple things for Wednesday's show. Wednesday, I got a poll I want to bring up with you gentlemen that I was going to bring up tonight. Maybe we can get Smoke in the house too, because I think Smoke will enjoy this as well. About animals that you think you can fight.
I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate y'all for being here and coming.
I'm getting there. Calm down.
All right, so we already know that the kangaroo's on there. The
mooses.
Yeah.
So I do want to try to bring that up. I do want to try to bring that up.
What about ostrich? Night. What about the ostrich?
I will. First and foremost, I will pimp slap the shit out of one of them thunder chickens.
Ostrich will beat you to death.
I will fucking ostrich up. Fuck around and find out, thunder chicken. Let it be known, ostriches. Fuck around and find out. Ostriches. You heard what I said. You heard what I said.
Ostriches.
I also said
Got told.
So I do want to bring that up Wednesday night. Mike, if you're available, we can. I'm all about jumping into this conversation a little bit more Wednesday night. I know Tony's got some opinions and views on this topic. Not that Jeff's been through it, but Jeff's got an opinion on everything. Good or bad, Jeff has an opinion. But no, we do appreciate y'all listening.
I think it's because he's so much closer to everybody's farts. with his height, and I think that's really messed up his brain.
Shit does run downhill. You're not wrong there.
I think it's smog. I think it's a smog on his level. I mean, I'm smelling clean air, but I don't think he does. It's been 1993 since he had anything clean.
No, but we do appreciate y'all listening. It was a fun show tonight. We were all over the place. It's Monday. What are you going to do? We're all over the place. That's what we do on Mondays. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you join us Wednesday night. We'll be back here doing what we do at 6 p.m. on YouTube and Twitch at Nonsensical Nonsense. Come hang out with us. Also, in the meantime, you guys, do us a favor. Check us out on the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, like I said, YouTube and Twitch. And if you can't join us live, go ahead and listen to us on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at. All at Nonsensical Nonsense. We're easy to find. We're not hiding. We're out here. We in the open. We in the streets, Tony D. We in the streets, Tony D. We run this shit.
We run this shit. Y'all just live here. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
You merely adapted podcasting. We were born into podcasting.
Other people do a podcast. We are the podcast.
We are.
Fuck around and find out.
We are the podcast.
We are
Nonsensical Nonsense is the podcast.
We are.
Check us out. Yeah, check us out. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Give us a listen. And if you like what you hear and you be so kind, give us a share. We're going to go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. It's Monday, so we're just randomly pulling a little Blacktop Mojo because we got to give our guys Blacktop Mojo love. They've been down since
they were our first. You never forget your first, right, Glick?
You never forget your first. That's for damn sure. They've been down since day one. They've been rocking with us. They've been letting us play their music. What am I going to? You know what? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out not only Blacktop Mojo, but shout out to Small Town Titans. We're gonna wrap the show up with their cover of Hunger Strike. So check out Blacktop Mojo on all them social medias at Blacktop Mojo. Check out Hunger Strike Small Town Titans on all them social medias. And if you look up Small Town Titans, do yourself a favor and look up their version of Hallelujah. You'll thank me later. And with that being said, let's go ahead and cue the music, boys.
I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence, but I can't feed on the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Yeah. But it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and the farming babies, the slaves are all working. Blood is on the table, the mouths are all choking, and I'm going hungry. Cup's already overfilled. Blood is on the table, the fire's cooking, and the farming babies, the slaves are all working. Blood is on the table, the mouths are all choking.
the show right there, ladies and gentlemen. Night, buddy. Love you. See you in the morning. Appreciate y'all listening. We appreciate y'all hanging out.
Good night, little homie.
Yes.
That was a good song.
Tony and Mike said good night, dude. That's how you end the show right there. Like I said, Blacktop Mojo, Small Town Titans. Go ahead and check both of them out on all social media. Blacktop Mojo and Small Town Titans. Show them some love. Let them know we sent you. And if you do check out Small Town Titans, like I said, do yourself a favor and check out their cover of Hallelujah. You will thank me. They fucking killed it. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out myself.
We do appreciate y'all. Yeah, we do appreciate y'all hanging out. We appreciate y'all listening. We had Smoke in the house tonight. We had Mike, the big dog, also known as the big dog, in the building. And, of course, Tony D was here with me hanging out like he always is, doing our damn thing. And if you don't know by now, where the fuck you been? I'm Glick. I host this shit. I am the what is that? What is the guy who runs the circus called? The
ringmaster.
The ringmaster. No, you guys are the circus clowns. I'm the ringmaster.
Oh, my bad. The rodeo clown. My bad. I got you.
I run this shit that is nonsensical nonsense. We're doing what we do. We're doing what we do. We're having fun, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show. You know, it is what it is. We're real as can be. We're probably, in all honesty, if you see a motherfucker on this podcast, it's going to be one of the realest motherfuckers you'll ever meet in your life. I guarantee that.
We can get there. We can go there with no problem.
Absolutely. We do appreciate y'all, though. We appreciate you listening. With that being said, Tony D, if you don't let these some bitches know.
Mother had you, mother made you, mother fuck you.
Michael, go ahead and hit him with it one time, baby.
Peace out. 8-Town down, bitches.
Oh, Tony's like, I need Jesus. Lord, give me this strength.
Damn it, Jim.
Oh,
don't.
Well,
that's my old dumping yard. Gotta rep. Gotta rep.
Night, guys. Love you.
Night, love you. There's only one.
Love you too.
Good night.
Good night, love you.
Tony D and Mike said good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Take care, little lady.
Good night, lady.
Yeah. Night, Shelby. Love you.
Shelby, Dad said good night. Love you.
My other
She says good night, Dad.
There's only one thing left to do. Well, two things left to do. First and foremost on the agenda, be good. Fucking be good at it. Goodbye, motherfuckers.
Jeff says, deuces.
Oh, yeah, Jeff says, do this. And we hitting them.